fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland. Fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Right, good everyone, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Round 21, 4 rounds left. Finals, the ladder, it's starting to really tighten up. I still don't know who's going to bloody finish in the top 8 at the end of this year. But we should be treated to a good game tonight. Western Bulldogs and Richmond. I think the money's on the Bulldogs, quite convincingly to be honest. With the outs Richmond do have, things are looking in the Bulldogs' favour, even with Liam Jones back in the team, which is huge. But I don't know, I still feel like you can't doubt the Tigers too much. They definitely have the capability of beating anyone in the park, but they've just been inconsistent with, you know, from time to time. They can't really play 4 full quarters, and that is probably one of their issues. And also, it does have to be said positively. I think 𝐓𝐿𝐴 has definitely made this Tigers side a lot better, though. So I give them every chance tonight, but without Dusty, that's going to be a bit of an out because he's been huge for them as of late. And I saw Dylan Grimes as a laid out too. So it could be a tough one for the Tigers. We'll see how we go tonight. I'm just hoping for a good game of footy. I'm going the Doggies by 8 points. Probably could do the margin a bit higher. But these are sort of like untrustworthy sort of sides that can really disappoint you. So yeah, hopefully everyone's going well on the stream. Hopefully your weeks have been all good and whatnot. Keen for another weekend of footy. Always appreciate the support, lads, and hopefully a good game tonight. You get a Wayne, Aussie Trump fan, Ronald, Lockie, Ceylon, playlist guy, Deckers. Well, it's such a sweet jumper. Yeah, it's not bad. It's one they stripped off the when they had back in the 90s, I think. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a it's a cool design. Yeah, I definitely like the look of it. It looks a little bit like obviously odd, but you know, it's since it's from the 90s, you just got to stake it and say, hey, it's a pretty good one. G'day, Lockie. Both teams are fighting for their seasons. Tough for whoever loses this to make the finals. Richmond in particular. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, especially more for the Tigers, given their percentage is 89 or something like that. It's very low. Or was it 89? Was it? No, I'm thinking of Fremantle. No, it's 97. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Freo, but still low. Because you got between 5th and 9th, you've got 106, 102, 116, 105, 119, and then Geelong's 119, then Sydney's 111. So you feel like, and even Adelaide's 116. So that could be their weakness if they are, going to just miss finals, and if they can't get through on points. So yeah, they just need a win. Simple as that. Or both teams need a win. Simple as that. Yeah, it's been good. Thanks, Theo. Hopefully your week's been good too, mate. Ethan, g'day, mate. And welcome, Tim. Who do you think's going to win this, and who do you want to win? Who I want to win. I don't want anyone to win. I want there to be a draw. And then some controversy added onto it, and then both teams are stripped of the premiership points, because I don't want anyone near the Swans winning and getting premiership points. Simple as that. But, I just want a good game. I have tipped the Bulldogs, so I guess them, but I don't know. I just think they're the better team on paper at the moment, and heading into this game and probably playing a little bit better, especially Marvel. And they were up pretty convincingly throughout, half time and a bit of the third term, so against the Giants last week. So yeah, but that's the thing, you still can't trust their defence, and they still give up goals in a row. The Tigers have been not too great defensively as of late either. And they haven't been able to play full quarters. They've really struggled to do so. Anyway, let's have a look at the old team list while we're at, because geez, the changes galore with this one. Bloody hell, let's have a look. So you've got Arthur Jones coming in, Richards coming in, James O'Donnell back in, Liam Jones. Well, that's a huge in for the Bulldogs. A really, really important one. So he's back from long-term injury, really. Mid-term injury, I guess you could say. He's been out for like 2 months or so. So yeah, big in. So that's a huge intercept defender into their lineup. Keith's out injured. Bruce, unfortunately, has done another ACL. Luke Cleary's omitted, and then Gardner's injured. So Artie Jones a sub, Ryan Mansell a sub. Jacob Bauer comes back in. That's great to see. Unfortunately, you hated to see it when he got injured with his first touch a few weeks back when he made his debut. Jaden Short's in, so that's important for the Tigers. Will he play midfield? Will he play halfback? Noel Cumberland, he's in. He's been in and out of the side this year, and Dane Curvis returns from suspension. And Ben Miller dropped. Dusty dropped. I mean, not dropped, unmanaged, and same with Cochin. Which are big moves, because if I do drop this game, you've got to sort of rest those older tops like Dusty, to be fair in there. Dylan Grimes out injured, late out. So yeah, those are some interesting ins and outs with both teams. Anyway, under 5 minutes to go. Yeah, it was pretty sad, Big Bud. You hated to see it, but looks like the calf injury really got him, and he was in good form as well. We're in some good form. So yeah, that was a shame to see. The rest in Dusty and 𝐴𝐥𝐿. Yeah, I mean it's probably more about if they're fit, they play, sort of that stuff. I might not be 100%. You got to sort of have that with those older type of players. But if it's like, I don't think it's like season on the line stuff with both teams. But yeah, I don't know. It's what the match committee decides, not us, I guess. Alright, fellas, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, that'll be much appreciated. A few minutes into the first bounce. Should be a good game tonight. What do you go for? Tipping the Bulldogs, mate. But yeah, no, I am pretty sad, buddy. Big bud. Yeah, you hated to see it, like, you know. Felt like it'd never come, but now the time's coming. 36 years old, man, like, still had some decent games this year as well, but his body's just really cooked in this year. Yeah, so, oh well. It's crazy when a team's still well in the finals hunt. Hopefully can't beat St Kilda this week, so I can bet Peace 9 can't make the 8. Yeah, Can't should be good now, you'd think, just given off form. I still don't mind the Saints. Like, it's I don't have much confidence in them, but there's just something with them that gives me confidence. I think just because they scored so much against Hawthorn last week, but when they've scored over 80 points, they've gone 8-0 this year. Like that's a really good start. They just can't score though, and you know they still have a very young and inexperienced forward line. But fellas, just got the old 𝐓𝐴𝐴 kombucha tonight. Not a bad bevy to get this game underway with. But yeah, the money on the Western Bulldogs to win this game, so Tigers heading in this game as underdogs, but some interesting ins and probably outs for them as well. So anyway, coin toss. Let's see who wins it. Big Nank the Tank, tossing the coin with Bont. And that's the question on the stream, fellas. We'll light up here on your right lower hand side of your screens. If it will load. Anyway, who's won the toss? Bont's won it. They'll kick to their 𝐶 𝐲 𝐻𝐿. Yeah, there we go. Question of stream, is Bont the best captain in the AFL? Now, I feel like it's a bit of a... doesn't really make much sense ranking captains necessarily. Because it's probably more... you rank your captains because, you know, it's better... it's more better judged what they do off the field or inside the four walls of the club. Well, we can only really judge it with, you know, their character and their playing ability. But yeah, definitely Bont would be up this year, just based off performance. He's been huge for the Doggies this year. And if they're going to lead... if they're going to try and make finals this year, the Dogs, I think Bont's going to be the big player. But he certainly didn't fly the flag last week. I thought his second half was pretty poor. Couldn't really break the tag of Ward. And they're lost, but big game for him tonight. And speaking of big games, probably, yeah, big game for Bont tonight, it has to be said. But who am I going to pick as is it a big night for? Because I do this shit at Fox Footy, so I might as well do mine. Who is it a big night for? Well, I'll tell you what. The Tigers need to be rapid off half back. So I'm going to go Daniel Rioli. I think he's been in good form. He's going to need to be big tonight again. Anyways, fellas, let's get this game underway. So round 21, geez, the rounds are flying by. That's not the first time I've said that. I've said that about 20,000 times already this year. But we're underway. Friday night footy. It's 8th versus 11th. It's a big game for both clubs. Massive ramifications for the loser. Especially the Tigers, because they are sitting in the worst spot, but only 2 points separate these teams. Now, Ross inside 50. Early chance here for the Tigers. Well, sport there from Jonas, and he came back in the team, I'm pretty sure, last week, which was great to see after his high-grade hamstring injury early in the year. Now towards the wing, Roy Lobb. We'll go out for a boundary throw-in. Thought rock round was a joke. No, yeah, for some reason they've decided to take it seriously. So, I don't know. I guess, you know, ruckmen are people too. I guess you can say. Hey, Taranto now. McIntosh. That's a poor kick. That's out in the full. In the full it is. Out for the Dogs in this one. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, Gordon's definitely up there. Ball, mate. Hey, Bailey Williams now. Towards a pack of plays. Ben Miller with a big fist. Oh, sorry, that was Tyler Young. Ben Miller's dropped. Now Liberatore He's been in great form as well. He goes inside 50. Chance here at the back. Caleb Daniel. Oh, what a mark. One-on-one with Jaden Short. The smallest man in the field, but he read the drop zone better. Great mark. And he can go back. And probably one of the best kicks in the Bulldogs side. So he goes with this set shot. Yeah, g'day Aussie Trump fan. Yeah, no worries, mate. I've realised I haven't been modern. I feel like you probably deserve it, mate. So yeah, I thought I'd give it to it. Tipped Tigers before I knew Dusty was out. Oh, did you? Wait, so you tipped the Tigers and then you realised Dusty's out, so then you've changed to the Dogs? And speaking of them, they've kicked the first goal of the game. Caleb Daniel. Well, there we go. That's their first inside 50 and they've made the most of it. Mate, you're so delayed nearly 2 minutes. Are you fucking sure? Nearly 2 minutes. That can't be right. Just realised I pressed the wrong bloody button anyway for this one. Well, yeah, the cow I watch on K, by the way, man. So, I can't watch on Channel 7, so it probably is around 20 seconds delayed. But I have the stream on ultra low latency as well, which basically means from when I'm streaming and then appears on a device, it's probably around 1 to 2 seconds. So yeah, not really much I can do about it. Anyway, Bontempelli now gets the clearance. It's a bit of a hacky kick. Intercepted now off the rebound from Vlost. Now Taranto, who's dropped off a little bit, it has to be said. Taranto not putting up his prime numbers as of late, but yeah, another one he's going to have to be big tonight. That's a poor kick there from Broad, and that's out in the full again. Still tip Tigers don't change. Ah, yeah, okay. Hopefully it doesn't come back to hurt you, mate. Let's go Richmond come back. First quarter. I remember them hyping up Mason Cox as their main man for the round. I know he'd be dropped. Shit, fucking hell. Yeah, no, I mean, I swear that Fox Footy always do these sort of rounds. They did a retro round last year, or the year before. Are they doing it this year? They don't really have a designated round for all this. Like, clubs just randomly throw out the retro round. Guernseys like Hawthorn this round, like Bulldogs this round. I lob now at half forward, bombs one towards the goal square, and that's rushed through. They're going to be big tonight, Aaron Norton and 𝐼𝐗ℎ, you think. Especially with no grinds. It's going to be a bit of a pesky out for them. It was 1.5 minutes before the bounce, and on time we'll make it 2 minutes. Oh, bloody hell. Let me have a look at something. So if you go to the AFL website, the count-up clock is now 4:50, and if you look here, it's pretty much 20 seconds, so I don't know. Anyway, Bontempelli now. Who's he going to find? Usually a great kick inside 50, and that's lace out. Nice leading there from 𝐼𝐗ℎ. Sydney Derby, right? Yeah, keen, mate. Oh, I hope we get up. We're going to probably play our best of the year because the Giants are just in insane form, and Penrins are a piss take as well. Tom Green, fucking Jesse Hogan, who turns into 𝐼𝐗ℎ whenever he plays us. Bloody bugger off. Anyway, the Doggies, second goal through 𝐼𝐗ℎ. But I tell you what, I feel like he's almost been underrated almost this year. Like, his development this year has been really good. Really good. He's having a fine breakout year. Kicking goals for fun. And he's starting to really be an X factor. Anyway, quick start here for the Doggies. 13-0. G'day, Rude Boy. Welcome, mate. What are Bontempelli's odds of winning the Brownlow? I imagine they wouldn't be low, but there's a chance. Oh, certainly. I still think, Dacos would be leading, but Bond's just been so consistent this year. That's been the difference. He's very unlucky in 2021, but he's just been very, very good. I think just across the whole span of this year, simply said. Yeah, back we go again in the middle. So 4 minutes pretty much into this game on the countdown clock. Doggies already got 2 goals and zip for the Tigers. They get another centre clearance here. Beautiful craft there from Liberatore and Bont. Now Joe Anderson chips one out across 𝐼𝐗ℎ, the former Hawk. Now Ed Richards, he's a big in. He's been very underrated this year too. Developing very nicely. He's one of their main distributors. Now he goes inside 50. Who can go up here? And prime position Noel Bolter, I tell you what, has been in great form as well. I think he's first for intercept marks in the comp, which is huge. He's a little bit inconsistent at the start of the year, but now he's really starting to hit his straps as good intercepting defender. Now Hopper to Taranto. Taranto lowers the eyes. Low kick works to Camden McIntosh. Can they find some more links in the chain here? Here's a chance now for Jack Rewell. Inside 50 kick. Is that a mark? Oh, it wasn't paid to 𝐴𝐥𝐿 Now 𝐼𝐗 𝐎𝐿𝐵 goes in ground level. And in the back, free kick against Timmy English. That is, I think. And the big 𝐼𝐗 can have a shot at goal. Alright, can 𝐼𝐗 𝐎𝐿𝐵 boot this home? The kick's on its way. It's across the face instantly. It's not going to make the distance. And it goes through for a point. Tigers on the board. Tim English now. Had a great game last week. And yeah, probably you'd think he'd be the leading candidate for the All-Australian Ruckman. Now here come the Dogs. In centre midfield, Bailey Williams, a nice kick. Darren Norton marks it out forward. Now plays on, peels off. Goes Staple out the back here. Rory Lobb. It's easy to like. Quick play on 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐥. Another goal for the Dogs. 3 goals to zip. 19-1. Wowee. Well, there we go. Jeez, it's easy to like. Straight from the kick, and that was. Fucking hell, my back's fucking. Let's stretch out my back. Well, there we go. Quick moving stuff there from the Doggies. Very good start they've had.
So we heard Andrew McQualter before the game saying they had to take these short kicks and marks off the Western Bulldogs, and they did that from one end of the ground to the other. So Richmond know they're doing this. Just haven't been able to stop it, particularly on that play, end-to-end stuff. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐥 2 goals. And the selfless nature of that give was something that...
Anyway, back we go again in the middle. Bontempelli extracts it out nicely. Liberatore with the clearance. It's a bit of a wobbly ball inside 50. Well defended there from Young. All out the back here. Riley West should go. Easy as you like. Beautiful roving there. Geez, another goal for the Dogs. Wowee. Straight from the centre bounce, that one was. Blistering start here from the Bulldogs.
The perfect start.
G'day, Anth. Welcome to stream, mate. Hopefully going well. Jeez, I'll tell you what though, if this becomes a blowout and the Doggies win a big one, my margin's not going to be too great. Jesus. Off we go again in the middle. The Dogs get another centre bounce here. Oh, a bit of a fumble from the Bont, and he's taken the tackle from Ivan Soldo. So that's going to be interesting to see. Soldo's numbers have been good the last 3 weeks while Snake's been out, but how will they go tonight as the tandem? Bailey Smith needs to have a big night too. And a nice tackle on Soldo there. And another touch here for Bont. Gets one forward. Sport came from Tyler Young. Geez, unlucky bounces there. Now chance for McRae. Usually a nice kick, but that's going straight to Bolter, and he wants a quickly rebound here for the Tigers. A penetrating kick towards the wings, not a good one. Geez, shame that Vandermeer's too short. It's 𝐴𝐿𝐴 now able to peel off and kick it forward. O'Donnell did well in defence there. Ball still alive. Advanced Solder now back to Cumberland. Chance for 𝐴𝐿 𝐎𝐿𝐼 again, who's looking like an exciting prospect here at the mid-season draft. Pick up back in May. And well defended from Liam Jones there in their back pocket, boundary throwing. Do you know Rob reacts? He's great at these and puts the games up in Discord so he can watch along with him, not just commentary. Yeah, I've heard of Rob reacts. He's he does a bit of footy tips and stuff, and yeah, he's that British fella. He does those reaction videos too. He went to the grand final as well. I saw his vlog as well. It was a beauty. Shame he got pummeled, and that's a nice kick. Jack Ross on the end of it. He's had some decent games, it must be said, for the Tigers these last few months or so. He's been underrated too. And thanks for subscribing, Tamu. Appreciate it, mate.
Good awareness. This is a smart kick too from 𝐷 𝐿𝐼. In pretty good form. A little bit more outside with Hopper and Taranto in the top.
Chance now for Jack Ross. Short kick. Tigers on the board. There we go. Huge. And I watch the game. Now watch it on the telly, mate. Now, piss-taking, smart-ass response from our side. It depends where you live, mate. Australia, free to wear. If you don't know what to tell you. But anyways, Tigers. Much in a goal. Much in a goal. Yeah, Norris there. Take care, mate. But, you know, this is just a live watch-along. Just me to talk with you, lads. In the chat about the footy, bit of commentary. All that whatnot. Some nice pressure applied there from 𝐴𝐿 𝐼 on the bond. Forces the turnover and check side inside. Check side centering ball from Dion. Yeah, and easy pickings there. Jackie Ross. Off we go again. TV here on the YouTube phone. Oh, yeah. Shame it here, mate. Oh, put up the coin for Caro, mate, unfortunately. Nah, I mean, jokes. I don't know, unfortunately. There probably is a way. I mean, old mate just said in the chat just before, he puts up the games in his Discord, so maybe if 𝐴𝐿's still in the chat, maybe ask him how, 𝐴𝐿. And then Riley waits now, chance Bailey Smith. Can he kick this? It's across the face. 4 goals, 2 now for the Bulldogs. Alright, I could just get a mirror up and just reflect it, so I can see the game reverse, I don't know. And I know Bolton now, that's a wobbly kick, but comes back towards the area of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Liam Jones couldn't dispose of it quick enough, and he'll be taking the tackle, another ball up. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 with the hit out. Liberatore did well. It's the kick forward. Clever tap from Daniel there. Can McRae keep it in? He can. Hands it over now to Anthony Scott. It's a high centering ball. Chance for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. He's a good spot. Ball defender from Bolter. And will he take it over the line? He'll be tackled over the line instead. Another boundary throw in here. Forward 50 stoppage for the Dogs. Wonder where Noah Bolter will finish in their best and fairest. You'd think maybe top 3 or top 5. He's been highly rated player for the Tigers this year. Nice tackle there from Norton. Another stoppage. Another hit out from the 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 as Taranto gets the rebound kick. Only as far as Liam Jones as he pumps it back inside 50. Who's up here? Good ball from Bolter again. He's been defensive acts galore early on. Prestia. Nice tackle from McRae. Extracts it out. And same with 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, but Vandermeer is able to rebound and get it inside 50 again. Ball goes to ground. Roy Lobb, hand passes. Not a good one. Oh, great pressure there from Smith. The soccer from Aaron Norton's a beauty on his non-preferred, and it's home. Doggies have got 5. What a start. Not even halfway through this first quarter, and they've already put up 5 goals. Beautiful stuff. And these are the Dogs that are dangerous. You know, such a high-octane list, and especially forward half. And look at this, 2 goals for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Now Norton on the board. And the midfield is cooking at the moment as well. 32-7.
This is what you want, Richo, from a young fella. Yes, he can do some flary things, but all you want him to do sometimes when he's behind is make a contest, bring it to ground, because this is the result.
Yeah, as a key forward, you should just never get outmarked. If you're 2-on-1, just fight tooth and nail to get it to ground. Inside 50s, 12 to 3. And that's been a worry for Richmond.
Nope, another centre bounce here. Hopper with a high soccering ball towards the wing. Jamison did well in the air. Trelaw now. Quick hands over the top to Poulter. He keeps it in. And a nice hand pass now to McRae. Towards half forward. It's a chance here for Riley West. Beautiful hand pass to Scott again. Another centering ball. They've got the reinforcements here, the Tigers, in McIntosh, but he doesn't rush it far enough as 𝐴𝐥𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸 again. He's got 3 in the first quarter. Wow. Wowee. What a star this guy is. Could he be the next Buddy Franklin? Who knows? Wow. Jesus, another goal. Let me dead. Come on, Richmond. I'm Collingwood supporter, but I'm just saying, come on, the Tigers. Yeah, fair enough. Gonna meet Rob and Charlie next month. They're coming back. I'm in Perth. We've become friends. Oh, yeah, that's great to hear. Yeah, no, it was him and his wife that were in those vlogs. Yeah, no, they seem like good people. I haven't met him in real life, but you know, he seems like a good guy. Where are you and who's your team? What do you mean by team? I'm just myself, you know. A one-man band, mate, with the old channel. And where am I from? I'm from the Canberra region, mate. Not actually in Canberra, but around the area. Anyway, kick now. It was a touch ball. Good rebounding here from the Doggies. Nice kick from Jonathan. They've been their foot skills have been great early on so far. The Doggies. Jonathan now just chipping ball out across the Poulter. They're moving the ball so freely. The Tigers are allowing them to move the ball with ease at the moment. But a nice tackle there from Marlon Pickett. And that's on the ball. That's what they need more of. That forward half pressure. Must have not been 100% Godric. Like, that's probably our best guess from the outside. Oh, jeez, what is that kick from Pickett? Over the top now to Smith. Just breaks the tackle of Graham. He gives it back to Caleb Daniel. The first goal scorer of the game. Just short Eddie Richards. 60% time in forward half. So it's not even a dominant. It's a convincing one. It's not even that dominant. The Dogs have just been so good when going inside there. Anyway, nice kick there from O'Donnell. Keen to see how this guy develops. Now Riley West inside 50. Again, lob. Oh, drops the mark. Dropped the catch. Could have lost the match. Libba now. Extracts it out again. Now Bailey Williams. Another centering ball. Can he fly here? Tim English can't take the mark. Roving was alright from Scott. Was he taking eye? No. Good tackle from Dion Prestia. Another forward 50 stoppage here for the Dogs. Dominating at the moment. English to the head out. Gives it straight to Prestia. Now McIntosh. Boots it out of the fence. Just look at all the numbers the Doggies have got though. Donald should have taken that mark. Now Richards. Jonathan, quick hands here from the Bulldogs again. Bailey Williams sells a bit of candy. Can't break the tackle of Hopper. Gets the offloading air pass out. Now Joe Hannison. And he was out of play. AFL team. Oh, oh righto. Oh, it's that team right there, mate. The Swannies. Chance now for Caleb Daniel. Can he wind up from 45? He sure can. One of the best kicks in the Doggies side. Beautiful goal. Wow. And you think projection-wise, the Doggies will be hitting the half-ton by quarter time. Jesus. Yeah, no, I misinterpreted that question, Cal. I was like, team like, you know, who runs the channel and everything. But no, I said I watched those vlogs because I vlogged the Swannies and Pies game too, and I went to the prelim and the grand final as well, and did those videos too, and yeah, I mean those are crazy games. One being absolutely ecstatic, and then the other one just depressed. A lot can change in a week of footy, as they do say. And another bloody goal, Jesus. Bontempelli now can't make the tackle. Presser inside 50. Doesn't really favour 𝐼𝐻𝐿 there, and 𝐕 will win the free. Stevie would have stopped watching by now. Yeah, is he streaming this game? Oh, now the big Studie's going. Good chap. No, he isn't. Yeah, okay. I thought he streams every Tigers game. Anyway, back in the middle. I think 𝐬𝐿𝐵's been doing good on the hit-outs early on. Bailey Smith, I think, was held. Oh, high contact. Take your pick. Oh, Buzz, what are you doing, son? He played on and then he trips over his own feet and turns it over. What a blunder now off the turnover. Here come the Tigers. Beautiful kick. Shane Bolton's going to have to be big tonight. Hand pass over the top. Small glimmer of chance here for Banks. Ah, costly fumble though. And he's pinned. Oh, you hate to see that from the young lad. Oh. Put in the metal studs, Bailey Smith. What you doing, son? Jesus. Well, I don't think Bailey Smith will be dragged for that, given the scoreline, but Bevo still probably won't be happy. Anyway, he gets it here again. Handball received to 𝐕ndermere. Kick towards the direction of English. Bolter couldn't do much there. Rioli now trips over again. Geez, there's a bit of moisture out on the deck. Now Norton. Nice composure. Waitman now. He's in some form and he kicks another. Geez, they're just... all these forwards, the Bulldogs, are exciting to watch. They're starting to feel their boots now and they've hit the half-ton. Wow. This is... Can't quite process this at the moment. 8 goals too. Wow. And we've still got 6:41 to play in the first term. Jesus. Well, the Arizona Tigers, quick turnaround from the Dogs. Dogs are smashing. Well, I think if you're only Doggies fans, you want to be treating this game as a percentage booster. Fucking hell. Yeah. Roger that, mate. We try not to talk about last year too much because the grand final. Yeah, exactly, mate. Like, oh well, I mean, you just have to give credit from Geelong. You know, big respect to them. You just knew, like, they just were flawless with how they played, and probably a last, you know, their last hurrah with those, you know, main crop of veterans they have. I still think Geelong are a very, very successful team. They'll definitely be up there. But in terms of those plays, probably their last hurrah. But yeah, no, it was just a mentally shot that day. Oh, it's hard to explain the feeling as well. Like just witnessing that game live, like the emotion sucks. You know, it just sucks out of you. Like you're just so demotivated. I couldn't say a bloody word. Oh, gives me PTSD. Best not to think about it. Anyway, nice mark there from Banks along the wing. Was that 𝐓𝐿𝐵? That was 𝐵, I think. He's turned it over. Jeez, he's had a few blunders early on. G'day, Badger. Hopefully going well, mate. Yeah, they certainly have been, Ed. Certainly have been. They've been up and about. And they had a really good first half against the Giants last week too. They were just dominant in the cold face and did well inside 50. But you know, the Dogs usually do this quite a bit. They do tend to give up a bit of goals and in a row and stuff, but they've got to really put the foot down tonight. Nice hand pass here. This is the other thing of the Dogs. Their handball change is some of the best in the comp. Look at this. 𝐼𝐻𝐤 on his non-preferred. Beautiful delivery to Rory Lobb. Wow. Chance here for their 9th goal through Lobb. Yes, it is really a score badge. I can't believe it myself, to be honest. It's crazy stuff. Fucking hell. Yeah, I tell you, I wasn't really expecting much of a blowout, to be honest. And Dan Rioli's now limping off. That's not a good sign to see. We had a cold night in Perth last night. No, righto. Chance here for Lobb. Kicks across the face. Jeez, I called that a bit too soon. I don't know, just off the boot, it didn't look too good. 8 goals, 3 now. Yeah, it's starting to warm up a bit over in Canberra, to be honest. Like, I mean, the other day ago, we had like the hottest July ever or something. It's pretty warm. Like, you know, you walk out of your house early in the morning and you feel like, you know, expecting the frost and the cold. It felt like it was spring. So, Jesus Christ. Starting to warm up a bit. We're meant to be still balls deep in fucking winter. 𝐵𝗏𝗏 now. Inside 50 again, lob. Jeez, he looks like a bit of a spaz when he tries and takes that mark overhead. McRae can't dispose of it. Ball up. What will 𝐬𝐴𝐷𝐿 do? At quarter time. Nice tackle there from Bond. Free now. Just sold a few Bronx cheers in the crowd. You know, Sonic Films, I'm going to stream out for going well. Kick now towards wing. Shea Bolton, good mark. He needs to lift the team. He's known for his pretty good clearance work at times, but he's their X-Factor player, and that's a nice kick. And across to Jack Ross. Short chipping ball. Finds Taranto, who knows how to find the goals. Go Zeke, going Bulldogs. Oh, mate, they're definitely up and about at the moment. You'd probably be pretty chuffed. Got to kick this one, Taranto. Usually pretty good set shot. Like, I know he's a bit of a hack kick, but in congestion, but he can find the goals wherever. 11 goals, 3 from set shots. There you go, this year. Not a bad number. Good day, Heap. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. 3.5 minutes to play. Can the Tigers respond back with a goal here? That's a terrible kick. Jesus. He kicks him like he's in a bloody stoppage right there. Shea Bolton dispossessed. Great tackle from 𝐬𝐵𝗏𝗏. Oh, he's just so underrated, this player, 𝐬𝐵𝗏𝗏. He's been huge again this year. And again, the thing is, against the Swannies, like, his first half was so good. I almost felt it was better than 𝐵ontempelli's. But this is the thing, like, yeah, 𝐵ontempelli having a good game. Equally is 𝐬𝐵𝗏𝗏. Nothing wrong with it. But Bond gets most of the credit, where 𝐬𝐵𝗏𝗏, like, just doesn't get the credit he deserves. Nothing against Bond. I think he's a brilliant player, obviously. But, you know, it has to be said. Anyway, nice intercept mark there from Liam Jones. They're just looking so settled at the moment, the Bulldogs, especially in defence. Kick out towards the wing. Treloar. Nice tackle from Graham. Ball up. Yeah, there's some sort of a start today, but it has to be said. Yeah, another ball up. Been 0 here in Perth last night. Now have 2.4 a quarter last night. So yeah, jeez, bloody hell. Yeah, I thought Perth was a pretty nice, pretty warm place, but maybe not. Oh, maybe I think it usually is a pretty warm place, but rarely that cold. Nice there from Shea. Breaks free, and the kick inside 50 is a beauty. Cumberland couldn't take the mark. Advantage paid from Baker. Oh, geez, that might be a bad idea as they turn it over. Treloar now, hack kick forward. Bubbling ball. Oh, geez, that does not favour Jayden Short at all. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 crashes in. Tyler Young taken in the two-man tackle from Waitman and 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Good forward pressure there. Good pressure from their forwards. Do you live in Melbourne? No, I don't, mate. Just know it might make sense because of the SCG. Yeah, no, this is when the Dogs played us the other week ago. Jayden Short now inside 50 off for holding the ball free. Nice roving from Baker. And Jack Riewoldt should go, and he does. Much needed for the star, legendary Tigers key forward. There we go. Second goal for the Tigers. Does the comeback start now? There's still, of course, plenty of time, but they need it. 90 seconds until quarter time. So looks like he sort of twists his ankle, 𝐼𝐵𝗏𝗏, so that's... Yeah. How is he? So he's still down in the rooms, 𝐼𝐵𝗏𝗏. That's going to be a bit of a frustrating out for years gone. And Ryan Mansell is the sub for the Tigers, of course. Harrows won my first footy game last week. Yeah, nice, man. Oh, mate, you went to an absolute corker then. 2-point win. We can't get in the 8 this round of Dogs win. Oh, still plenty of time to go, mate. I still, you know, the Dogs are going to make finals anyway. Like, they've got Hawthorn, and then they've got the Eagles, and then Geelong and Geelong. But you know, if they win this game, they'll probably win the other two, and they've got so much upside too. So anyway, that's a win there for the Doggies. Instead of a point, goes through for another boundary throw-in. Perth Rarely gets this cold. Yeah, there you go. Forward 50 stoppage again here for the Dogs. Cleared out from Jayden Short. That's front of contact. He'll win the free there. 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐿 𝐎𝐿. Had some nice glimpses the last few weeks when he's been the sub. Jayden Short kicks. Not a smart one. 𝐼𝐵 read it well with the spoil. And Jamison unable to keep it in. Richmond lose this. They need to beat Port Adelaide. Yeah, I've been seeing a few tweets from a few people. They've been like doing percentages for how many wins each team needs around the mark to make finals, and there's like a percentage for each win. But yeah, I'll take your word for it, Lockie. Bloody hell! So they need to beat Port. They beat them there last year, so anyway, just, you know, it's maybe a chance to come back. I don't know. 𝐼𝐵 again. Oh my God! Here's a chance to kick 4 in the first quarter. Jesus. Arrows would like to be friends. Oh, sure thing, mate. We're all friends on the channel, mate. That's the thing you got to remember. Corniness aside, you know, everyone's part of the 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐥𝐿 army. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐥𝐿 army. I don't know. It's the best thing I could think of. Anyway, 𝐼𝐵 on the right foot snap. Jeez, he almost missed it. Snuck it home. He's got 4. What a star this young man is. 4 goals in the first term. Wow. Well, this is just a terrible start from the Bulldogs. They're just getting torn apart with ball movement, and they can't defend anything in their back 50. No Grimes is really hurting them. Broad and Tyler Young have been poor. I mean, Vlosson's been non-existent with his intercepting game. I also thought Mansell's tackling was impressive last week. Huge hits. That was a great game last week, the D's and the Tigers game. Like, it was just such... For the first 3 quarters it was. When the game was in the balance, like, pressure was elite. And there's the thing with the Tigers. They can still really challenge some top teams. They're just so inconsistent with how they go at it. And then, you know, that's probably what happens when they, you know, still play a bit of a scrappy brand and stuff. Things can just go pear-shaped. What name are we going to give our subscribers? Well... The membership thing's called the old mates, and everyone's an old mate if they join. That's what I call that. It's 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐥𝐿 army's not a bad one. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, quarter time. Wow, what a quarter time scoreline this is. 57-13. 9 goals 3, 2 goals 1. Jesus Christ. Not expecting this sort of a scoreline early this on. That is safe to be said. Being in Canberra is cold, sore palm announced national. Yeah, no, it's a good. You know, there's some nice places. Not a bad place. I mean, obviously, probably for more older people like War Memorial. Yeah, Parliament House are nice places. Yeah, it's you know, it's a great place. It's not really. What's the word? It's a bit of a. Probably boring. It's a very, you know, sort of like... It probably is similar to Perth, where like probably a lot of young people eventually probably want to move to like the big smoke of Melbourne or Sydney or overseas. You know, Perth and Canberra, them sort of 2 cities. But yeah, no, it's a pretty chilly place. That's definitely positive. But as of late, it's been actually pretty nice. Go Swans, say mate, love to see it, love to hear it. Anyway, this has just been domination this first term. The Doggies have been all over him. Oh, sorry, I had to drag this. Not my bloody graphic. But yeah, no, I mean, Canberra's a nice place to obviously grow up in and stuff, and probably raise a family, and probably for the older folk. Anyway, let's have a look at this. These stats. Okay, anyways, municipalities aside, let's have a look at these team statistics. 22 to 9 inside 50s. Jesus Christ. That is Wow. That's something crazy. I'm guessing +9 contested possessions. Tigers actually winning the clearance differentials and they're winning the stoppage, but it's just the doggies' use inside 50 have been the difference, and have been allowed to move the ball so freely. I feel like the Tigers haven't been able to clamp them down in transition, and or that 71 uncontested possessions to 39 too. G'day, Wealth. Welcome to stream. Hopefully going well, and Noel yourself, mate. Hopefully going well too. I'll have to visit Canberra to see the snow. Oh, the snow in Canberra. Probably once in probably a blue moon, mate. It's probably, I don't know. Like there's some areas of the ACT where, like in high altitudes, you can get really, really little bits of snow when it's that cold, but it's very rare. If you want to see the snow, you go to like Thredbo or Perisher or something. But yeah, no, Parliament House and Warramore are pretty nice. Don't know if I like to live it. Oh, it isn't. As I said, it's not a bad place to live. It's a good place to grow up. It's a good sized city. Like, you know, everyone knows each other and stuff. But yeah, eventually you probably do want to move out. Like, you know, I'm always considering in the next few years to maybe move to Melbourne if I can. Cheers, Dogs woke up after last week. Yeah, they certainly have, mate. Even though they started that first half really well. Like, you know, they were cruising towards it looked like a nice, comfortable 20-point margin, 30-point margin win against the Giants. Yeah, but it's been a crazy start. Differentials all in their favour. Libra and Bont have been great so far. They've just been so good in congestion and in the stoppages and in the centre bounces too. 9 touches each. 5 clearances to Libra. 3 tackles each for both. Pressure's leading the Tigers all disposal getters with 8. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸 with 4 goals. What a start he's had. 7 for Treloar and 7 for Johannisen. Goal assists, bunch of players. Meters gain leaders. Short with 180, but he's really had the greatest start. Bailey Dale, 157 metres. Score involvements later. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸, of course, with 6. Liam Jones, he's fitted like a glove back in their defence. Huge in this week. Already 4 intercept possessions. Where were you, Fox Footy? Yeah, no, they definitely are, mate. you got to love it, though. You know, gotta give some love for the big guys, I guess you can say. Yeah, sorry about it, Tiger, mate. It's been an awful start. Jesus. Let's have a look at the live ladder. Actually, I want to have a look. So Doggies moved to 5th with this game, with the percentage too. 108 they're on now. The Tigers, well, they stay in 11th, and their percentage is dropping. Well, the percentage has dropped 2.25%. Like, you probably drop 2% if you fucking lose a bad game, and they've already dropped that in 1 quarter of football. Jesus, that's not good. But yeah, not good on their end. The Tigers, as players now return back to their positions. Well, it's just been the midfield intercept game. Over all of these points from intercepts, 31 points to 0 the Bulldogs' way. That's just where they've been so good. And moving the ball so freely too. That's just been the biggest eye-catching thing. Hawthorn a bit collar, mark my words. Oh, I couldn't give him the love to tip him though. Just a bridge too far, I felt. You can't be too reactionary with Hawthorn and tipping. You can't be too confident on them, or you can't write them off too much because they always break your heart either bloody way. But they have been, you know, looking at their expectations, and the young crop, they've definitely looked impressive from some parts this year. Is the most non-recommended city in Australia not very fairly IMO? Yeah, people always just forget about Canberra as well. It's just like, you know, it's just there. Hard tip against the Pies. Yeah, exactly right. Aussie Trump fan puts it best. Anyway, let's get in the second term. So the Doggies with a 9-goal first term, they've just been absolutely dominant in pretty much every facet of the game. As English gets the hit out and they get another centre bounce clearance here, the Dogs. Got to start showing a bit of 5-pound, a bit of pressure and rebound ability because their pressure's been poor so far, the Tigers, unlike them. It's in the poor category at quarter time. And Cody Waitman's in the rooms as well. That's not good signs for the Bulldogs. Hopper now, hand pass out into space is just a poor one. Bailey Smith able to intercept. That's good pressure there from Hopper. Applies the heat, but they still have possession here. Liberatore, that's a clever hand pass. Gives it to the free man of Liberatore. Oh, not Liberatore, sorry, Johannesson. And a nice tackle there. Who was that from? I couldn't see who it was. It's holding the ball. There's no Cumberland, of course. Good pressure early on from the Tigers, and the kick inside 50 is a beauty to Rewalt. Just couldn't clunk the mark. Liam Jones now. Nice vision there. Lob. They can go into hand here, potentially the Dogs. Could they be out? It's a penetrating kick from Vandermeer. He's got a fly here, Norton. Did well. Brought it to ground. Riley West, good crumbing. Hand pass straight into Vlosten's lap, though. And another rebound here for the Tigers. Nice kick from Banks. And Pickett now. Deep kick towards the pocket. Bolton too short to go for that one, I just felt. Bontempelli gets the hands out. It's not a good hand pass. Liam Baker now. Playing forward as of late. Hand passes out into space. O'Donnell, lovely composure there from the young man. And the kick's not a good one. Jeez, he did all that to just turn it over again. Aerial ping pong in the moment. Bloody hell. Yeah, no worries, Steve. Take care, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, all right, wins back out on the bench. That's good to see. After being in the rooms. Pretty accurate game so far, it has to be said. 2 goals 1, 9 goals 3. Bolton now launches inside 50. Jones with the big fist. Asserting his dominance early on in this game. Lob tapped towards the direction of Williams. Back now to Richards. Kick smother was a nice one from McIntosh. Boundary throw in.
This is the replay with Jacob Hopper, guys. Just a head clash with Adam Treloar. The doctors are down here on the bench, just looking at the vision now, so it's going to be interesting to see if they opt to assess him further on the interchange.
Keep us informed what happens there. Big topic of the week, of course. Baker out the back.
Baker now. Quick kick. Wrong side of the post. Dockers are the arseholes of tipping. They certainly are, Cal. I'll tell you what. I've been stitched up with him this year in tipping. I had like a 6-week run where it's terrible. Every week I tipped them. If I didn't tip them, they'd win. If I tipped them, they'd lose. And that was the area. That was the patch when they like beat Geelong at Optus and everything. Like bloody hell. It was a frustrating one. And obviously, like last week too, probably everyone would have tipped Geelong anyway, so you probably wouldn't have lost much ground. Anyway, inside 50 kicks, just poorly from Hopper. Liam Jones, another intercept mark. G'day, I don't know if we go well, mate. Jeez, you'd be up and about, my friend. Doggies, what a start from your boys. Brought in Liberatore 1-1. Now Banks. Retreats back. It's hand pass puts Bolter under a bit of duress, but he's able to regather and switch it out across to Vlosten. Tigers look at the corridor kick. That's a great kick. He changed the angles there, Vlosten. Now Baker in centre midfield. Hits the 45 out towards the leader. Rewalt. It's a nice kick. Playing with long sleeves, Jack Rewalt. That's interesting. He's playing under a bloody roof. He's got sleeves on. I'm Argentinian, Bulldogs fan. Yeah, nice, mate. Yeah, you're from Argentina, or you're like from Australia and you've got Argentina background or something, mate. But that's good to see, mate. It's always good to see a lot of foreigners and multicultural players get around our great game. Now Rewalt's kick. He's been shaky with the set shots this year, and there is no exception. That continues. Another point. Yeah, no worries, Zicky, mate. Anytime, mate. Always appreciate the support from yourself and everyone else. Sorry about last week on stream. What happened last week? Don't know what you mean. Sorry, mate. Looks like there won't be 100 points and 1 up by the Dogs, unfortunately. Oh, geez, I've turned it over here. Well, the 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐿 goal. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Well, that's the first goal of the second term. Going the Tigers' way. Who's the best ruckman ever play the game? Peter Laddams. I'm joking. He'd be up there though. I don't know, probably Dean Cox or something. You think Coxie would probably be up there? I mean, Gorn definitely has to be considered.
So these are the live shots of 𝐓𝐴 head clash. Whether that's just a jaw or whether there's any form of concussion attached.
Daniel. Yeah, he's a consideration. What's it, Jacob Hopper? I think he's getting some tests on the bench. Bontempelli now. Couldn't dispose of it or couldn't get the ball out. Now named Curvis. Likes a hand pass forward, Joe Henderson. Out in the space of 𝐬𝐿. McIntosh, poor hand pass. Bont now on the intercept. And they can drive it forward here for the Bulldogs. Kick's not a good one. But Lobb did well to bring it to ground. Norton couldn't paddle it forward, but the ball's still alive here. Lobb. Nice tap. Norton, can he break free? He can't, and he's pinned. Nice there from Bolter. And quickly off. Now the turnover come the Tigers. Chip ball over the top. Floston. Go, Koala. Hopefully going well, mate. And Hopper's into the rooms. Rory goes for Richmond. I hope they lose. Well, that's the brotherly love we all know and love. That's a genuine fact there. Oh, jeez, it's a poor start from them, but I'll tell you what though, is that deliberate? Nah, yeah, to be honest, it's in the vicinity of a Doggies player. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, they've started the second quarter a bit better at the Tigers. Yeah, look at that, 76% time and forward half. Slowly creeping their way back into this game. Now Ross inside 50. They get a few repeat extras here. The Tigers are done. He's looked decent, has to be said. Bailey Dale now. Just gets a kick out. Poulter, nice clean hands in board to draw now. Bailey Smith. Can they start to get this just riveting ball movement going like the first quarter of the Doggies? A very good inside 50 in the first term. Now Bailey Dale. Kick in the direction of Norton. He flies early. Bolter with another big spall. Jeez, he hoofed that one. Jonathan did well, but Baker did better at ground level. Short back to Baker. Quick kick. Jeez, who was that to? Bloody Casper, the friendly ghost. It's out towards a one-on-one. Ross and Poulter go at it. And one on from both players. Boundary throwing. Alright, Matty, for chipping the Giants and they won and they made it worse one in the game. Oh, no, it's fine, mate. You know, I never hold a grudge for any teams with tipping. You got to go with a few upset tips, and thank God I did, because it was a bloody upset round. I mean, I also can understand your frustrations. I said it, I expected the Bulldogs to win, and they probably should have. They're up by, what, 30 points, like, at most stages, at half-time, bit of the third quarter. Just the Kings have coming back at the moment, the Giants. Anyway, Ivan Soldo now wins the free. Hey, 44, welcome, mate. Hope you're going well. Soldo's kick's not a very favourable one as Richards sees the intercept mark. What do you have on tomorrow, Rolls? Oh, well, going to be streaming, of course, the Swannies and the Giants game. Sydney Derby's going to be a beauty tomorrow night. Oh, I'd love to see us win. It's just a must-win, really. And, you know, nice move in here for the Dogs. They're out here through to Law. Oh, that pressure's good from Pickett. That's a high tackle. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's a fair call. Got him high. Yeah, hopefully, mate. It's hard. Like, the Giants have just been bloody good, though. Can't lose the Giants again. Yeah, hopefully not, mate. But no matter how good a bad team, bad a team is with this derby, it's always close games, and each team knows how to play each other. Another boundary throw in here. Solder on the ruck did well. Taranto's been very quiet. Lakeman, Prestia. Nice tackle from Trelaw. Another ball up. Now boot out of the fence there. That was from Vloston. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 rotating forward at the moment. Yeah, another ball up. Yeah, no, you're totally fine now, mate. You don't have to be sorry. Always understandable, mate. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, quick hands. Didn't really favour Dales. Prestia did well in and under. I love the pick up from Bont now. Jeez, hands were poor again. And he gets it back again. And gets a kick. Wobbling kick. Jeez, the bouncers aren't favouring some of these Tigers defenders. Just bouncing over the top of them, bouncing to side. Jesus. I feel like J Dallas is a bit overrated at the moment. They've exceeded expectations. I don't know. I disagree with overrated. They've just been good. Still very good defence. They've been vulnerable at times, but just how they finish games, they've got really good belief and everything. I think the Blues, Xander, but I don't know. I still feel like the Saints are a good chance for some reason. Like if they can put on points. I mean, I didn't know this year when they've scored over 80 points. Liam Jones now. Vandermeer. Andrew Ray. Short to McRae. Gets the hand pass going here now. Vandermeer. Kick. Oh, geez, all alone. Norton. There you go. Rioli's coming out of the rooms. Does he look to be okay? That's important. Yeah, he looks good. Okay, that is definitely important. Yeah, he certainly has, Aiden. Chance now for Norton. The kick, does it come back? It does not enough. 9 goals, 4, 58. I don't know. I'm just not fully convinced on the. Yeah, that's totally fair. I mean, I respect the opinion. Probably a lot of people that agree with you, but I don't know. They're definitely gettable. Jeez, that's a lazy kicking from Vloston. Definitely are gettable. Like I feel like, if we can really get our ball movement going, we've been efficient inside 50 as of late too. Like that could be the difference, but we just can't keep on pulling out wins with -30 contested, -10 clearance. Like it's just our midfield's been fucking woeful. Like let's just be honest, as a collective unit, it's not been good enough. But yeah, that's the thing of the Giants. They're very good at showing good belief, and their Orange Tsunami stuff's very good too. And they move the balls great, and Taylor and all that in the air have been great. Yeah, definitely lucky. Jedi's kept pushing the Dogs players when they're trying to leave. So I think the saw lose and resort to cheat and win and come back. Pushing the Dogs players when they were trying to leave. What do you mean by that? Sorry. McIntosh now. Inside 50. They need a goal here. The Tigers' chance now for us. Dribbling balls home. There we go. Much needed for Richmond. Starting to get a few goals in a row. 4 goals, 3. 9 goals, 4. 31-point margin. And halfway through the second term. Oh, led. Oh, yeah, okay. I was saying leaving, like, oh, what do you bloody mean? Sorry. Oh, yeah, fine, mate. Pressure starting to ramp up here now for the Tigers. Shane Bolton kicks. Not a bad one in the favour of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Ball goes to ground. Nice quick movement from the big man. Not a good kick to Taranto, no, though. O'Donnell, quick hands. Poulter, can he go? Not a good hand pass from him either. Oh, could that be ball? He's brought that in. Cumberland. And he's pinned. No, you're fine, mate. Giants beat Port of Carlton. I might change my mind on them. Yeah, fair enough, but I mean the wins they've had away have been pretty impressive too. I mean Adelaide was a very good one. Poulter low kick. Now ball up. $8:54 to play. Doggies haven't kicked a goal yet this quarter, after their first quarter dominance. And Bontempelli take an eye. Tonight I'll be having some nice healthy Domino's pizza. Are you in an Uber Eats ad or something, Badger, mate? Haha. Fucking oath, mate. No, lovely bit of tucker there for your Friday night. That's right. I don't know how on earth, but oh yeah, it was a great win from them though. Toby Green's just been so good for them too. Domino's up. Oh, lovely, mate. Nice grab from Loblo. As fast food you could eat is Domino's. In terms of like healthiness or like quality or tastiness. Lob's kick is home. That's important there from their recruit. And they're finally on the board in this second quarter, the Doggies. 10 goals, 464, 4 goals, 327. Cut support. That's a tricky one. I mean, is it really? Port haven't won there since 2007. And they've, Leo Liriat's a bit of a nasty one. I still feel like I still give them a chance. And to be honest, they're just out of form, really. Still second. Geelong have been out of form as well. They haven't been too great. Looked very soft on the weekend against Freo. No Hawkins too. Cameron's going to be big. I mean, I just backed in Geelong. I think they can win either by like 3 goals or Port win a close one maybe. Because if you're beating Geelong away, you're beating them close usually. They don't get pummeled. They don't get pummeled at home. Yeah, I'm talking about the venue, Beckham. Like, they haven't won at GMHB8 since 2007. You reckon we're playing the grand final? I think Collingwood won. And it's honestly it's a toss-up. Maybe Melbourne. It depends on, like, if Brisbane or Port get a home grand final, because those are just going to be huge. Graham now. That was a nice hand pass. Taranto's been pretty poor this first half, it has to be said. But he certainly does this sometimes, Taranto. Starts to get into games a little bit more and grows as the game goes on, but they need more from him. Jeez, that was high tackle, not paid for Waitman. Liberatore whacks it forward. Difficult one here for Broad. Scott applies the pressure, and he wins the stoppage. That's well done. Port may bounce back, cats of injuries. Yeah, but Ali's massive loss for them, and Tom Jonas is back in, who's been pretty poor. And obviously in probably worse a form than Geelong themselves. And a venue they're not particularly too great at. I don't know. It's a bit of an unexpected... It's a hard one to predict. Because, just Geelong let you down 2 weeks in a row. It's a rare feat, especially at both the GMHBA. Quick move in here for the Tigers. It's a deep kick inside. 50 chance here for Jacob Bauer. Sorry, couldn't take the mark. Unlucky. Ball still alive here. Rewalt, can he keep it in? He can't. Memory thrown. Collingwood versus Port Adelaide. Grand final this year. Been seeing that all year. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Coming from Bias Comp fan, Cup no chance of causing problems. Oh, you're not wrong. Oof, unlucky from 𝐴𝐿𝐻. That's for a point. But yeah, no, I mean, definitely with the form that Carter 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻, you're definitely not wrong. It's okay to show a bit of your bias, especially if you're up and about. Gives you confidence. I mean, I definitely felt, we around this time last year, would definitely be a good chance for the grand final. Especially heading into the first, after the last week of the almost season, I felt confident against Melbourne because we play well against them and we beat them, and the rest was history. Same in the grand final too, unfortunately, but just try and just not think about that. Anyway, another point there for the Doggies. Banks now to the fence. And Bailey Williams taking the tackle ball up. Kind of want to prove, yeah, it's been a while for them too. Kind of have to make the fight. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, cheers to stop by, Koala. Take care, mate. Have a good weekend. Daniel now, twisting, turning, now goes on his left foot, and geez, that works. In a pocket of space finds Williams, and he can penetrate the ball inside 50 here. Lob's got to fly. Is there a chance for Riley West? Maybe at the back. Nice crumbing. Oh, geez, he could have kicked the goal, but he quickly goes to Poulter. Geez, he had a small bit of space there, Riley West. Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is unlucky. It came off Jaden Short's boot. Instead of rush behind, it's gone out on the full. And Riley West will have a free snapping shot. And should go. Well, this will probably make up for his blunders. He had a quick glimmer of space there to have to kick. As Riley West goals. 11th goal for the Dogs. 71-28. Still is a blowout score, even though probably the Tigers have been a little bit better than the Dogs this second term. But 2 in a row now for the Dogs. Jeez, I want to see that replay again. Didn't even realise it went out in the full. Fucking hell. Hit the behind most. Oh yeah, right. 2012 Beckham. Or 2005. I really liked, if it's a non-Swans one, I really liked. West Coast win was really good. That was a great grand final, because that's obviously the last great grand final we've had. All the rest of the years we've just had shit ones. 2020, 2021 weren't bad for the first half, but then it was just like, yeah, got away. Nice pressure from '𝐴𝐿𝐿 there. That's a great tackle. That should be on the ball, Bont. And it is. Enough stuff there from the mid-season recruit. G'day, JH. Yeah, hopefully going well all the way in the UK, mate. And Shea Bolton's pinfall on the ball. Jesus. Free kick for free kick at the moment. Waitman now. Kick doesn't really favour Lob. Has to stretch over this one. Broad. Treloar comes out to help. Lob's hand pass out in the space. Treloar's not a good one. Rioli taking in the tackle. He's back out in the field, which is good to see. And ball up. So Hopper is out with concussion. That's not a good sign. Yeah, he didn't have to remind me, Beckham. Fucking hell. Fair play, fair play. Now Daniel inside 50. He's Bolter again. He's been stitched up with a few of these half volleys now. Just a few of the hand passes as of late has been poor from both teams. Now Rioli, this is what they need. A bit of pace off half back. Can they quickly go into end here? The low kick. Just not a favourable one for Cumberland, but he does well at ground level. Snap around the body. It's home. Much needed for the Tigers. They get one back. Still is though a pretty substantial margin to the tune of 37 points. .422 to play in this second term. But a lovely kick from Noah Cumberland though. Really good kick. Nice snapshot. So, what name do you give the Giants? It's a Sydney Derby, JH, mate. I know it's a very lame name, the Sydney Derby, but yeah, there it is. G'day, Rolly. Hopefully going well, mate. Yeah, going well myself, mate. On the stream. Bailey Dale now. Wobbly kick. Couldn't take the mark there. Banks now. Liberatore can chase. Soccer off the ground. Not a very effective one. With a hand pass. Jeez, those are clean hands. Now, a chance for Treloar inside 50. He can fly. O'Donnell or no. Oh, Waitman. Didn't realise he could have had it. Sort of sharked away from the ball. Now, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐿 had a great first quarter. Hasn't done much this quarter. Which is expected, really. Or understandable. And finally taken over the line. Got a week off work now. I'm great. Oh, mate, living the good life. That's great to see, mate. Kicking off your week's break with a lovely viewage of a 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 stream. Nothing gets better, mate. Yeah, lovely stuff, mate. But yeah, no, hopefully it works and stuff's going well, mate. With the nursing and all that whatnot you do. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 now out of the stoppage. Kick. Well defended there from Young, and he's getting held though. Yeah. And yeah, that's going to be 50 metres, is it? Yeah, geez, I thought that would have been 50 metres, because Tyler Young did the old point the finger at the ump. Yeah, Young did well to bring that to the ground, but he just kept on holding him when the ball was alive at ground level. Nick Dacos hasn't touched the bloody ball this week. We've deployed the one. Oh, Finn McGuinness, he's some sort of a target though. And Waitman converts off the free. Big goal there. 2:50 to play. And the margin again balloons out to over 40 points. 43-point margin. Yeah, they certainly are, mate. I mean, 77 points, not even half time. Crazy stuff. I'd be surprised if we get within 7 goals of Collingwood. Yeah, it's an unknown. You can either get pummeled or you could show a respectable performance and maybe go down by under 4 goals. But yeah, you still think Collingwood will bounce back though. But hey, you know, the blueprint is there. You just got to show pressure and bring some good ball movement. And you know, that's what Hawks can do when they're up and about. 2:49 to play in this second term. 𝐻𝐿𝐴 now gets the clearance. A nice smother though from Baker, cancels it. And yeah, these are just such quick hands from these Bulldogs plays. Now Tim English can glide and go inside 50 with not a great kick. Had to make McRae work, and he does well with a nice tackle. On Jordan short, ball up. Short now, a kick round the corner. McRae fights hard against Banks to go and try and get that ball. And Mansell applies the tackle, another ball up. First 4 against Brisbane, West Coast, Pulala and Hawthorn. Oh, final 4, yeah, no, it's a difficult run home. I said it after the 𝐬𝐻𝐿𝐴 and Freo game. It's just like such a, you know, a bit of a horror ride home. Nice movement there from Bailey 𝐻𝐿𝐴. Just couldn't get that link in the chain going nicely. And off the turnover, here come the Tigers. It's through Liam Baker. Foot skills haven't really worked tonight so far, but some nice use there. Cumberland's kick's good enough. Shea Bolton. He's a big time player. He needs to convert this. 𝐹90 seconds, chance for Shea Bolton to get this game back under 40 points. And they will be winning the quarter if he kicks this too, so I guess small positive signs, even though they're still down by 43 points. Shea Bolton's kick. He's never really been a great set shot. He sprays that one across the face. Bailey now to kick it back in. Nice vision there, at across. Had Richards. Norton did alright. Can he slap it forward? He can. Just couldn't keep it alive for any doggies plays. Is now attacking the footy nicely from Prestia. Poor hand pass that was. And another turnover. Vandermeer. Good pressure there from Graham. Doggies still have possession. Bailey Williams. Twisting and turning now. Goes to the check side ball towards the wing. McRae under it. Same with Ross. 𝐻𝐿𝐴 breaks the tackle. Oh, bit of a costly fumble there from English, but he's able to regather. Now Bailey Smith. He can break free here. He's a fast player. And inside 50, the kick goes towards Norton. Couldn't take the mark. He goes and gets his own footy again. Bailey Smith, and he copped them high. Jesus, Norton hurt his finger. I think he might have popped out a finger by the looks of it. Yeah, might have dislocated a finger. Now Taranto towards the wing. Jeez, that's a play for a 50. Anyway, time's going to run out here. Was it a shoulder? Jeez. Could be a few questions there for Aaron Norton. What's he done? I think it's his finger. But anyway, half time. 12 goals, 5, 77. 5 goals, 5, 35. Very close to winning the quarter, the Tigers. Probably played a little bit better, but they're just looking so... They're looking poor, really, with how they're moving the ball. Not really efficient at all. And really, the doggies have just got to keep in the bay for the second half, and they'll get out here with a W. Potentially another 40-point plus win. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's a bit of a probably old, boring Friday night game for all your neutrals like me. Probably has to be said. Because we weren't expecting a margin like this. Let's have a look at the halftime stats. Richmond better, but still in a massive hole since they are now down by 42 points. Minus 10 inside 50s their way, 34-24. Well, that 21-9 stoppage clearances. I think, yeah, around the footy, they've been okay in that area. And they probably were better in that quarter in the clearance game. They just couldn't really do much by foot inside 50, and they just had some poor turnovers. 83, plus 15 contested possessions the Doggies' way. Plus 8 clearances the Tigers' way. But it's just probably been, the Bulldogs' ability to strike off the turnover, and they've been really, really good when going inside 50. Play stats now, he's been bossing it. So 𝐴𝐿𝐼's having a great game. He's got 22 touches. Bontempelli with 17. Leading the clearances is Tom Liberatore. 16 he's got 7. 16 disposals, 10 of those contested. Some great numbers there. Taranto's got 13 touches. Metres gain leader, Bailey Dale. He had a good second term with 300 now metres gained. Score involvement, 6 for 𝐼𝐗ₐ and Roy Lobb. Lobb had a good second term, kicked that goal. And yeah, Liam Jones, he's had a fine half with 8 intercept possessions. So, yeah, still positive signs for the Bulldogs. The Tigers have suddenly started to creep themselves back into this game, but Doggies still winning that quarter by 4 goals to 3, I think it was. Yeah. And who's winning the headouts? Who's been, 16, well, Soldo's got 16, English 16, Nankervis 15. Maxine Riley in charge. Oh, yeah, nah. So, for a second, I thought you meant me, but you meant the other Riley. Yeah, fair enough. Well, you actually are in charge at the moment, Riley, because I'm going to take a whiz. I'll be back in a second, everyone. Yeah, might do some bit of sport or a bit of half-times activity. Could do the footy. Oh, no, wait. I was going to do the footy grid, but I bloody did it earlier today, so I can't do it. But I might open up on a different browser. I don't know. I'll be back in a sec. Right, everyone, I'm back. It's got a mandarin to tuck into. Right, we'll do the daily warp at least. Haven't done that yet. Yeah, it should be lucky. I mean, you'd think so. I'm definitely expecting to be. Even though I feel like with these sort of games, the scoring tends to die down a bit. I do a little bit in the second term. Probably the same in the third quarter. Is that 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐷? It isn't. It's the other one. Callum Brown. There we go. He's been underrated this year. The Irishman. Hope the scoring doesn't die down. Love to see a high scoring match. Yeah, well, it's a much better high scoring match if both teams are able to do it. Anyways, 2 guesses, not bad. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, go by date. So many of these top 50 players. I've already done them all. What have we got here? Brisbane Lions list, Hawthorn's MVP. AFL 3 club players. Oh, I don't know, but I don't know if I'd be too great at this. Give it a go. Not very good with the old past plays and all that. First one's Acres. Brisbane, Collingwood, Fremantle. Brisbane, Collingwood, Fremantle. Well, Brisbane, Collingwood was like Jack Crisp, Dane Beams and stuff, but then to Freo. Think. Former Pie. Yeah, that's right, James Aish. There we go. Hawthorn, North Melbourne, Gold Coast. I'm starting it. Cheers. Beautiful. Chat, get involved. This is what I like to see. I only have 10 minutes on this, so let's see if we can do it together. Hawthorn, North Melbourne, Gold Coast. North Melbourne, Gold Coast. Yeah, Jed Anderson. Don't know if he played for them. Yeah, there you go. GWS, 𝐓𝐴 𝐞𝐿 Western Bulldogs. GWS to the Saints. Then to the Western Bulldogs. Bruce. Western Bulldogs, North Melbourne, 𝐓𝐴 𝐞𝐿. I don't think Wood played for... Yeah, no, North Melbourne, 𝐓𝐴 𝐞𝐿 he did. Yeah, Phillips is a 3 club player. There we go. Yeah, Setters is one. I was going to say Plowman for a sec, but no, he's not. GWS, Melbourne, Hawthorn, Frost. Western Bulldogs, we'll skip that one for now. Port Adelaide, Collingwood. Frampton. Adelaide, Gold Coast, North Melbourne, that. I was going to say is... I'll just go and hold just... No, it isn't. Gold Coast to North, and then Adelaide. I'm guessing these are current players. 2023, you'd think so. Yeah, no, Mitchell played for Sydney. I'm going with him one by one, but yeah, I would have gotten that one. Gold Coast saying, oh, obviously the big hickey. He's got to be there. Adelaide, Gold Coast, North. Like that's what I'm stuck on at the moment. Who could there be? No, I tried Mason Wood. He wasn't in there. I'll move on. Hawthorn, Fremantle, St Kilda, Brad Hill. Oh, Bradley Hill. Melbourne, Fremantle, GWS. From Fremantle and Melbourne. 𝐬𝐴 𝐿𝐵𝐷, of course. That's right. GWS, Fremantle, Western Bulldogs. Rory Lobb. Adelaide, Gold Coast, Brisbane. Adelaide. Bloody hell. Lions. Richmond, Gold Coast, Collingwood. Oleg Markov. Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Fremantle. Hawthorn and DeFrio. O'Meara. Yeah, Trelaw's always in there. Should be in there. Richmond, Adelaide, Geelong, Stengel. Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, and then Melbourne. Brisbane and Western Bulldogs. 𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐷 one? No, I didn't play for Brisbane. Oh yeah, cheers for Gunston. Yeah, Gunston played for Adelaide early on. That's right. North Melbourne, Melbourne, GWS. What's his name? Bruce. Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, and Melbourne. So yeah, 3 left. 442. Danaher. He's not a 3-club player, by the way. He's not on here. Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, and then Melbourne. I think I like the older players. So only Hunter came over from the Bulldogs, but it's not him. Because he didn't play for Brisbane. Yeah, that's right. Levi Greenwood. Oh, not Levi Greenwood. Hugh Greenwood. I don't know why Levi Greenwood came into my mind. Western Bulldogs, North Melbourne, St Kilda. Under 4 minutes, so we can nab these two. North and then to the Saints. A key position player, half back. Is it an older type of player, maybe? North Melbourne, St Kilda, Western Bulldogs. Or Western Bulldogs first, then North and the Saints. Just trying to think of one by one each Saints player. Trying to think of the older crop. He obviously tried Mason Wood, but didn't play for the Bulldogs. Yeah, but we've also got this one too: Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, and Melbourne. There's that to ponder about as well. Yeah, Shacky's right. Nice. Western Bulldogs, North, and then Saints. That's the final one we've got. So current player at St Kilda. Maybe a bit of a verge. Could have, maybe it's a player that's injured. Yeah, no, it's like, what did I do? 𝐓𝐶𝐞𝐎. Yeah, it's a bit of a doozy. Oh, bloody hell, stumped on this one at the moment. I think on a minute 45, got to be decisive. And there's a Ross one. Just got to start thinking of just veteran plays. It's current players, by the way, everyone. Like it's not like past players or something. She's just stumped at the moment. Again, it's not Mason Wood. Jeez, 55 seconds. I don't know. Did Camp? I don't know if has he. Yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, I didn't realise Campbell. He's old, but yeah, I didn't think of him. Anyway, 100%. Beautiful, lovely stuff. Well done to everyone in chat contributing. That's good. Jeez, it's been a while since I've actually completed one of these quizzes. We never seem to do them. Let's do some of these playlists. Let's see how we go with this. Oh, never mind. It's not like numbers or positions. I'll be awful at that. Because it's just like a bunch of, you know, players I haven't played that obviously you wouldn't really know. Try like a quick fire one in the few minutes we've got. Yeah, definitely seems, 𝐓𝐶𝐞, mate. They definitely look the goods to at least make finals. Players have won a different number. Oh no, I'd be hopeless at this. 278. Jesus Christ. You ought to be kidding me. Top 20 AFL goal kicks. I don't know how recent this is. Oh, I remember we did this one, I think. Let's see if I can do this entire Swans list. Let's go. Okay, Stevens, Warner, McLean, McDonald's down there. Heaney, of course. Ryan Clark, number 7. So I'm terrible at on numbers. That's the thing that hurts me. Cunningham. Number 8 is Rowbottom. Haywood, Francis, Copley. How long have we got left? Might be limited for time. 13 Florent, 14 Mills, 15, and I will move on. 16. Just go 𝐵LAKE, Gordon, Reed's 20. Franklin, of course. Wonder who will get Buddy's next year. Buddy's number next year. That's going to be pretty special. Number 23, that is in the Swans play. Do we retire the number maybe? Oh, geez, that would be a big move. Anyways, we've run out of time anyway. Back to the footy. Second half. Well, a little bit better from Richmond. They were sort of trying to break even with the Bulldogs, but 4-3 quarter still the doggies' way, and are still down by 42 points. So they're going to need to dig deep. They did small incremental improvements though. Much better at ground level with pressure. Took the game on a bit more, but they just haven't been good inside 50 just in general. That's probably what has hurt them. Yeah, Wicks is 15. That is right. Anyway, let's head into this second half. 42 points at half time. We're not expecting this sort of a margin for your Friday night. But Richmond, you know, showing some slight improvements. Can they build into this game? Underway for quarter 3. And Trento instantly taking the tackle from Liberatore. Ball up. Yeah, no, it is, mate. Trelawn out. Whacks it towards half forward, and nice intercept there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. Now Bolter out across to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. Short kick. Wobble up. Not good. Well defended there from Bont. Jeez, he's greased up. He's oiled up, Bont. He's trying to be Buddy or something with those oiled up arms. Looks like you got your tip very wrong, Rolls. No, I didn't, because I tipped it. Oh, well, you know. You don't look at the margin, you look at who won the game, mate. As long as I tip the Bulldogs by 1 point or 1,000 points, the tip is just as good. Not really, but at least I tipped them. But I know what you mean. The margin's looking like a bit of a shocker. I was definitely a bit more bullish on the Bulldogs win tonight, especially the changes, but, you know, bloody hell. Richmond have been awful. Great tackle from Tim English. Got the hit out and makes the tackle. And another boundary throw. And nice tackle from Bont there, another ball up. Bit of a stalemate early on. It's no good to hear though. RB Holmes just said Jonathan's having hamstring problems again. Bont now whacks it forward. Kick doesn't favour many Bulldogs plays, but the ball goes to ground. And Bolter's kick's just poor out on the full. Could have taken that one over the line. Norton out. High ball inside 50. Who can fly here? Ball goes to ground. Chance for Scott. Lovely pickup. Wakeman instantly tackled. A beauty there from Mansell. Ball up. Don't think he should be allowed to put on oil. Yeah, I don't know why players do it. I guess it's just, you know, probably harder to tackle or something. I don't know. It's similar, like, you know, where the players wear the grip, you know, put on the grippo stuff, like the pasty stuff, so you can take marks better. To be honest, when I used to play footy, I did it. I had like this stuff called 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻, and it was like this adhesive stuff you'd rub together your hands. You'd only apply on a small amount though, but yeah, you could much better at marking stuff, especially in like rainy games and slippery games. Inside 50 here for Daniel. Lost another intercept. They need some rebound ability here. Short's on his bike. Chips out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻, and now Jardin short. Down towards the wing. Oh, Shea Bolton almost flew there. Unlucky, but the ball bobbles out the back here for Pickett. That's a beautiful kick. Finds Cumberland. Chance to go back and slot home his second. Yeah, wait. No, Cumberland now. Just the 6 disposals for him. Kicks on its way. That's a shocker. That is out on the full. Well, wait. Yeah, it would have been a beauty if you could tuck the clunk and P. Balladell now. Short kick to Trelaw. Quick hands back to Dale. And some nice movement here. 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝 working high up the ground. Still 42-point margin. 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. So there's 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. He's got the jacket on. Obviously subbed out back in quarter 2 for the concussion, which you hate to see. McRae now, a nice hands to 𝐼𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿. Who can he find? Chipping ball. It favours beautifully to Bont. Oh, jeez, but he caught one late. That is terrific courage from the captain, though. Hey, look, he's fine. He's back up on his feet. Jeez. Who'd you play for? Just like local team in Canberra, mate. And for my school as well. Oh, bit of friendly fire there with Scott. Yeah, I mean, I'm still young. Graduated 2 years ago. I'm only 20. I've been thinking of maybe getting back into it or playing again. I've just chip away at building my base of fitness and everything though. But yeah, in terms of playing again, wouldn't mind. Anyway, chance now for Bontempelli. Can the skipper provide a goal? He can't. Just sneaks in for a point. And another boundary throw-in. Yeah, I mean, Bont's never been too great with set shots. Never really been his forte. But he's still having a fine game, the Bont, of course. Just been great in the coalface. Now, Daniel, look at him run away. Kick inside 50 is not a great one. Voston needs to have quick and good hands. Rioli just gets it out, but only as far as Poulter now. Here's a big kick. Snapping ball is not accurate. But they'll take that. It's a boundary throw-in. .450 stoppage here for the Dogs. And Curvis, bit of a bobble, lob, nice hands. 𝐼𝐵𝐵𝐿, can he give a goal? He deserves one. It's a high ball. Jeez, went about 5 metres in length, that is. Now Jaden Short out of defence. And a blocking free. Tiger season gone. Yeah, it's a big loss. That's the thing in the Tigers. Like, they need a win. They can't. They're not having much upside with their bad percentage. Because a lot of teams have much better. Now whacked out of the fence. Works from Graham to Manson. Shea Bolton, not really a good percentage kick as Bolton's on a 1-on-2. Hasn't been able to do much tonight, Shea Bolton. Playing a bit more forward, it has to be said, though. Feels like he should be getting on the ball a little bit. We're just rotating forward. What's his name? Shea Bolton, that is. As he usually does. And Bont inside 50, a lovely kick finds lob. Bont's a midfield, not a full forward. Well, that's what Luke Beveridge loves to do. He loves to throw Bontempelli forward. And he can make an impact there. Like, when he gets up, he's a good mark inside 50. And he can't be, in the mids all the time. They need to rotate and everything. Nice kick from Bont, though. Favours lob. Roy lob now. Kicks on its way. It's a high ball. It's not going. Oh, jeez. It swung back late, but it crushes into the post. 12 goals, 779. 5 goals, 535. 13:51 to play in this third quarter. They need to start taking the game on the Tigers. They've just looked really... I don't know. It's just their efficiency, really. They've lacked a lot of cohesion going inside 50, and it's been ugly, really, from their end. Their fourth quarter was really poor. Last week, their fourth term was really disappointing. Just couldn't defend Melbourne's ball movement, and it's been sort of the similar tale of tonight, really. Now Ross towards the wing. You can fly here. Cumberland can't take the mark. English did well. And about to throw. There's 𝐼𝐿 up in the box. English with a massive hit out. Taranto's been quiet. Gets a kick forward to Graham. And Dale did well. His pressure from the Bulldogs at the moment's been, well, across all spans of the game, has been very good. Liberatore, just look at that. Hunts the footy first and he wins the free from it. Very well done. Short kick to McRae, not 15. He chips it out over towards Dale. Now kick to English. Strong mark. Gets the hands over the top now. Now West. Vandermeer. Poulter. Inside 50 kick. Oh, should have taken that mark. Lob. Ball's still alive here. Oh, the pressure is elite. And that's holding the pill. Great tackle from 𝐵ontempelli. And he can have a much more easier shot on goal to try and kick his first. Speaking of the devil, yeah, there you go. Jeez, there's a lot of players going in the rooms tonight. Another bloody injury, so Scott's gone in the rooms. And Jadison looks okay, so that's good to see. Yeah, definitely alright. Like, he's been one of the most influential players this year. He's been so big and just generating score involvements. Like, they've just... they look a shell themselves without him. Then 𝐵ontempelli converts. He's having a fine night at the Bont. 1 goal, 22 touches, 5 tackles, 9 clearances. Crazy numbers. Great stuff there from the skipper. And 11:44 to play. Already 22 touches. Hopefully I do Big Bud, mate. That would be beauty. That would be nice. Pleasant.
This is the collision that has resulted in Scott going down into the rooms for concussion protocol. Doctors have taken a look at that, don't like what they see, and decided to have a closer examination.
Swans are more capable of beating the Giants. Yeah, definitely are. Like, they're always good games. Both teams definitely have the the ways to beat each other. Anyway, free from free from Soldo. Result in centre clearance and a nice kick inside 50. Does find 𝐼𝐿𝐿 on the lead. 50-point margin this is. Chance to get it back to 44. Can the Tigers start a comeback perhaps? Probably not. Jack Rewald's kick. Directly in front from 50 out. Kick. Sneaks home. There you go. 6 goals, 5, 13 goals, 7. But no, it should be a great game tomorrow night. The Sydney Derby. Really keen for it. We just kicked the goal. You're a bit behind. Sorry for sport. No, that's fine, mate. No, I saw it like 30 seconds ago, so that's okay. Do you think Cats will make the 8? Yeah, I think they should. Good percentage. Good at home usually. 𝐵ontempelli, great pressure again. The ball now results in a chance for Baker inside 50. Oh, Cumberland dropping that mark. That's a sin. Baker now, couldn't get their hands out cleanly. And Cumberland taking on the tackle. Prestia taking the tackle from Treloar. Ball up.
He's been good tonight, Treloar. Had the 24 touches, 4 clearances. It was Prestia.
Now McIntosh on his left boot towards the pocket. Sneaks in for a point. 14 tackles to 5 the Bulldogs' way this third term. Definitely been good enough to keep the Tigers at bay. Richmond just looks short, like they just can't really generate any much of a score. Riley West now, great bodywork. Oh, geez, Pickett's in a good spot here. Can he be clean though? The tap was nice. Look at this pressure from the Dogs. Rioli there, back to mop up. Hands to Pickett. Back to Rioli. Low kick's a nice one. Shannon's short now. Gets it back. Kick towards half forward. Cumberland again. Another drop mark. Jeez, he's had some poor footy skills tonight. Clean hands from the Dogs. Look at that. Beautifully done. McRae extracts out towards Tim English. Plays on now. Low was the kick towards 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. Jeez, I thought that was a mark there. Oh, nice move from 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. He's got a few options here. Doesn't want to go over the top. He wants to go deep towards Bont. Ah, oh, Bontempelli. Too good, too strong. Beats the 1-on-2. And he can go back. Yeah, what on? Yeah, definitely, Cow, mate. Jeez, you should join the stream tomorrow night and just start bad-mouthing, I don't know, 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿 Keaney, Tom Papley and all that. And then I can come out and kick it back. That'd be nice. No, I'm just joking. But, you know, they're on song at the moment, Pups and Heaney. Speaking of them. Hopefully I can get up for tomorrow night. Bontempelli should kick this goal. Having a day out. Kicks another. 49 points the margin is. $14 goals, 791, 6 goals, 642. Yeah, but the percentage is dropping big time though. It's already gone, yeah, it's from 97 point something and now it's 95.1 the Tigers. Very good there from the Marcus Bontempelli. Back in the middle, English with a big hit out. Oh, nice moving there from Pickett inside 50. Here goes Cumberland, good hands. We had 2 blunders early on. A few minutes ago. And now can he bloody redeem himself at least and kick this goal. Oh, nicely marked there on Ed Richards. Now just a tick under 8 minutes to play in this third quarter. Chance to get this game under 45 points. Cumberland's kick. There's a shank again. There's something with this set shot routine. It's a very unorthodox one. And the ball drop doesn't really look too good with how he kicks it. Belly down now. Short kick into Tim English. Gives it back to Dale. Jeez, what is he doing? A few blunders for him. 𝐴𝐿 did well. Their pass wasn't good though. English. Daniel, McIntosh, good pressure. McRae again. Bailey Smith. Bailey Williams. Johannesson. Now Dale. Low kicks nice to Libba. Won't be paid the mark. Bailey Smith now. And probably pinned. Nice tackle from Taranto. He's been really quiet tonight, Taranto. He's another one that, you know, that really needs to lift. Yeah, but he's been unable to tonight. And English pushed out there. Over under. What's the? Is this the betting? What's the line? It's like 171 points or something. I don't bloody know. What was... Oh, up to shot. I don't know. I didn't look at the old sports bet. Bulldogs winning better for Sydney, in your opinion? Probably, yeah, because the Bulldogs are going to make finals anyway. Because I've got North and Hawthorn, so those are 2 wins anyway. Yeah, probably with this loss, maybe he cancels out Richmond. Like, such bad percentage too. And they've got a few tough games. You know, Saints, I mean, the main one is Port Adelaide. And I think they need a win now, all 3 of their games. I bought it at 201.5. You went under? Oh, you thinking under? What's it now? 91, 101, 200, 101, 111. So it's 134 at the moment. Yeah, I'll probably go under, but I don't know. Don't be too pissed off if your bet fails. But usually fourth terms, I don't know, fourth quarters either is just stalemates, or like the Tigers might get a bit of junk and get back into the game. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably maybe go under. I'm not too much of a punter, mate, so, but I'll just go under 200 and 1.5 points. Presti's kick now towards half forward. And a free now. Advantage pay from Cumberland. No way he kicks that. I was going to say, he's missed 3 shank set shots and he almost kicked one from the boundary. That would have been very fitting. Hit the post though, that's unlucky. Dale now short to Treloar. I mean, why do I keep on saying fucking Treloar? Now that's Treloar. Jonathan. Now Treloar. Jonathan. Back to Treloar. And yes, that was Treloar. Dale low kick. Does work. To Drake. Not 15. Now Johannesson launches a kick in the direction of Norton and again takes another mark. Great mark. Yeah, welcome back, Badger, mate. You're just back just in time, mate. You're about to see Aaron Norton kick this goal, potentially. So Anthony Scott is subbed out of the game. Aaron Norton out. Going to kick this goal. Send the Doggies lead. It's over 50 points now. Great kick. I think that's his second. Loving those Domino's chips too. Oh, lovely, mate. Not bad for your Friday night supper. Yeah, I mean, bloody hell, I think, yeah, it's been a while since I've even just had pizza in general. Might have some over the weekend, who knows? If the Swannies win, I'll get a pizza to celebrate. How about that? 4:38 to play. Hopper looking pretty dejected on the bench. Garlic break too, yeah, nice. English with a hit out, falls out towards the direction of Pickett. Nice pressure applied from Libertor, and he gets his footy again. Ross now, then Curvis. Back to short. Kick towards the wings, a nice lofty one does find Jack Graham. And a nice kick on the lead to Cumberland. He's been in the good and the bad of this game. I'm going inside 50 for the Tigers. No Cumberland. Intercepted there from Bailey Dowell. And he gets it back with the 1-2. Breaks the Shea pressure. Now launches back out towards the next pack. Bolter flies, can't take the mark. Bailey Smith under it. Has a bit of time, back to Waitman. Some nice composure, and then on the foot finds Liam Jones. Lawson did well. Not paid the mark though. Do you think the Tigers will get back within a... now all these punters are just joining. No, I'm just joking, mate. There was another punter like you, Alex, talking about the unders and overs. I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't want to bloody make the wrong decision, so you get angry. I think maybe over 50 points. I think this will be over a 40-point margin. I'll back that in. And if I don't know. I probably should do some sort of forfeit. How about that? Nah, yeah, I'd go for But I think you've already made the bet for 1 for 39. So if you have so, I'll try and talk it up. Yeah, well, fourth quarters, you know, usually the Tigers can maybe get back in the game, get a bit of junk goals. Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness though, that's definitely a chance. You know, a bit of like junk and everything that always happens with these sort of games. But hey, how about this? The Doggies are out. Riley West now out across to the direction. Oh, that's well just sport there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 Liberatore did well on his non-preferred. Easy. You like a wobbling ball inside 50. Better from Bolter. Geez, that's the first half volley. He hasn't been stitched up by tonight. Norton got 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 high there. Jeez, a few of these Tigers players are fired up. Only 1 minute still, fourth quarter. 2:43 to play in the third term. Only obviously quarter time. The Royals back at 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 Thank Curvis to Ranto. Dish one out in the space of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. And Trento will get a free back for a late high. So 3 points away from the ton for the Dogs. Trento short kick. And across to Jaden Short. Yeah, he has been lucky. Certainly has been. Maybe like with Hopper back in the team, it sort of quelled his influence. But you know, he's still got to be good. But he's just been out of form a wee bit. So I don't think he's logging the odds really for the Brownlow, you'd think. He'd be up there, but I don't know. McRae. Back to Bailey Williams. And across now. Finds Johannesson. Now over the top. To Williams. It's the 45 corridor kick to Vandermeer. Now the kick towards the direction of Bont. Couldn't take the mark. Artie Jones just subbed in, trying to bank the tackle. Couldn't. Bolter now. To McIntosh towards half forward. Nice stretch there from O'Donnell. Couldn't take the mark though. And the ball's still alive. Here's Soldo. It spills out. Graham now paddles it into his advantage. He just can't get it cleanly. Shane Bolton can. We know he can. Oh, breaks the tackle. Now you see him. Now you don't. Pulls a rabbit out of the hat. That's a great goal from Shea Bolton. Now gets the margin to 47 points. And that's what Bolton can do. Clean at ground level. Very hard player to tackle. And can kick some nice goals and a nice check side. Wrong side of check side that was too. Yeah, you think so, Lockie? That is a great goal. Probably not going to get much recognition because of the circumstance of the game. But, you know, still an absolute ripper. Danny Rioli now. Oh, did too much. Fell into the Waitman trap and holding the ball. Having a good year, Cody Waitman. Really showing the fruition of it. Oh, it's really showing the qualities of that top draft pick he was a few years back. Nice ball from Bolter. Great pressure there from Bailey Williams. Chance for Norton now. Something out of nothing. Oh, this could work for Bont. And it does. Oh, read beautifully. He plays on. He's got 3, the Bont. 3 votes coming up for Marcus Bontempelli, you'd think. Easy as you like. 16 goals, 7, 103. Back out to 53 points. They've hit the ton, the Doggies. What a game they're having. Led by this man, Bontempelli. 3 goals, 24 touches. Doesn't waste any of them too. 3 goals in the third quarter as well. Yeah, I do like Bontempelli's chances though. He'd probably need Dacos to be quiet for a few rounds, which he probably has been. He was quiet against Port, quiet against... he had 28 touches, but he just wasn't very good last Friday night. 36 seconds to play. Can the doggies or maybe another goal come late? Marlon Pickett getting a few centre bounces. There's Shea Bolton. And Curvis dispossessed. Great pressure from Riley West. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴. Don't know what that was for a hand pass to the old forward punch. Beautiful hands. Cody Waitman. Well, that plays on the line there. Broad with the intercept. Short kick to Rioli. Kick to the work to Bolter. Chance here again for the Dogs. Maybe for Norton the checks. Oh, he's played a muck of that. Out in the full. But it doesn't matter really because the Doggies are home. Simply said, 53-point margin. Well, it was game over at quarter time. There we go. Finally 3/4 time. 103 to 50. 16 goals, 7. 103, 7 goals, 8. 50. Some sort of a margin. Again, not many of us was expecting this. But yeah, great third quarter there from the Bulldogs. Back similar to quarter one, really able to kick goals for fun. They just look at show themselves the Tigers without their main man of Dustin Martin. And they've ballooned the inside 50 differential back out to their way as well, the Bulldogs. Plus 18 inside 50s. Still doing around the stoppage clearances, the Tigers. 25 to 16. Just not making much use. 13 to 11 centre clearances. But yeah, around the footy, they've been much better, the Bulldogs. 121 contested possessions to 94. Plus 17. Yeah, it has been a little bit, Cal. Anyway, let's see. The disposal getters. Treloar is racking up plenty of the footy. He's got 28 touches. Tom Leroy, 24. He's been very, very good in the coalface. Same with this man, Bontempelli, 24 touches, 3 goals. Great third term he had. 9 total clearances too. That's huge stuff. And then, let's see a few other statistics while we wait. Dogs get to 150. I'll tell you what, though. Old mate Jerry won't be happy if that's the case with his, with his overs and unders bet. 2 goal assists. The only multiple goal assist player is at Norton with 2. Intercept possessions, Liam Jones having a great game with 9. Score involvements later, of course, Bontempelli with 9. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 and Treloar both with 8. 9 inside 50s for 𝐬𝐵RATORIA. That's a great number. And Bont with 8. English with 4. He had a good third quarter, Tim English. Able to rack up a bit more disposals. Ooh. Now, if anyone's curious while we wait, let's see how my fantasy team's going. This is what she's looking like at the moment. Let me just refresh it. Obviously, for Super Coach and Fantasy, the finals have started for your leagues, like in my Big Footy League. Currently, I made 6th. Not a bad start from me. But yeah, this is my team. So obviously, got Bont, which is great. Didn't vice captain him though, that's a bit of a shame. But I'm going Merritt. Merritt against the Eagles should go off. Tim English, hopefully, finishes, and Taranto finishes strong. But yeah, that's what the team's looking like. This week I've brought in Keys out, Dunkley in, Vicentini in, Fletcher out. What a piss take, though. 𝐚 Miller gets suspended, and that's a pain. Because now I'm going to have to field 𝐼𝗗𝙗𝐸, which is no good. So, yeah. To be fair, it's sort of fair enough. Like, you can't just grab someone by the balls, and that's exactly what 𝐚 did. Yeah, no, yeah, it was a bit of a sad day, obviously, with Bud announcing his retirement. Hopefully we can do it for Bud. Ooh, Marlon Pickett. Yeah, Marlon Pickett could be in trouble there. It wasn't drastic, but what happened, I just saw that. Some fan of over the fence gave Marlon Pickett a pat on the back. And Marlon Pickett turned around and it wasn't anything drastic. He pretty much just, like, not slapped him, but he just touched him on the wrist. Might not mean much, but, you know, I think there's serious consequences if players touch any fans, like, in a sort of, you know, intimidating or a negative way. So, yeah. Not many players can play a whole season with such intensity either way. Dacos will be very tight. Yeah, I mean, he's still essentially a rookie, like, in terms of, you know, his playing career. Like, you know, they call it, you're hitting the wall. Happens with a lot of first-year players. Like, they just get tired out and, you know, like, their bodies will obviously get much more mature and be able to play more full seasons. And honestly, Dacos had a massive pre-season too. That's something you got to remember as well. Great quarter from Bontno. 7 touches, 4 of those contested. And 5 score involvements and 3 goals. Like, maximum impact with every touch he has, let's be honest. So he grabbed... You'll be able to Google it now, but he grabbed 𝐓𝐴𝐞 by the balls by the last sack. And then 𝐓𝐴𝐞 complained. And then he complained again. And then he complained on radio. And then he complained again, and then, yeah, he got what he wanted. But, you know, it's sort of fair enough he cried out for it, because it probably wasn't great. But he can bugger off. I've got fantasy finals footy to worry about. I don't want him getting bloody suspended. Yeah, I know. It's the gift that keeps on giving, these weird suspensions. Anyway, let's get back in this game. 4th quarter, the Doggies up by 53. Not quite the game we wanted as a neutral. But credit to the Bulldogs. I mean, you know, made the best team winner. They've been awesome tonight. Tim English with a massive tackle on Taranto there early on. And Bontempelli just keeps on racking up the touches. 𝐼𝗗𝐿, partner of Chrome of Liberatore inside 50. He was in position A there. Bolter couldn't take the mark. Artie Jones on the ground. Chance for 𝐼𝗗𝐿 for number 5. It's coming back. Doesn't have the distance. Intercepted from Rioli. Yeah, g'day Eric. Hopefully going well, mate. Still a bit sad I missed a game of the century to my pies and pork because the 𝐼𝗗𝐿. Oh, at least we got up that night. That's what matters, mate. Yeah, I'm sort of kicking myself I missed out on that game. It's one of those games where you can only look so much at, like, you know, the highlights, but it's just like every minute, it just second apparently is just like intense, very good intensity and stuff. Yeah, but keen to see how obviously them two teams go. I mean, Pies both of them tomorrow night. I mean, you think Pies bounce back, win well, but Hawks can always do a bit of damage against, you know, they're very, very unpredictable. So I don't know, maybe for a quarter or two that could bring it up to them. But yeah, Port down there at GMHBR, haven't won there since 2007. I don't know, no Ilialia too. Jonah's back in, might be tough for them. Even though, yeah, the Cats had an awful loss last week. And boundary throw in here, just outside the Tigers forward 50. Treloar whacks it forward, that's possession 29 now. He's just been bossing it in the midfield. He's had some good numbers this year, Treloar. Still, is a big impact in their midfield. Bolter now, risky corridor kick. Could be picked off here from McRae. Clean hands at ground level. Now Callum Daniel just trots across the midfield. Oh, jeez. That's a blooper there. Absolute blooper. It fell past Vlosten. Couldn't pick the ball up. And spills out the back there. For Norton. Hands it over the lob. Unselfish play. And the Dogs continue to go. That's Lob's second. And Lob, I think Lob's has Lob's probably had one of his best games for the Dogs this year. I think he's been pretty productive. Doing a wee bit inside 50. 2 goals, 5 marks, 12 touches, 3 tackles, 3 headouts. Not bad. What about, yeah, no, that was crazy. Barrel that one right in the 3rd tier. Big Roy Lob. Yeah, I've lost it. Should have picked that footy up. Easy for Lob. 59-point margin this is. Jesus Christ. This is just a massive, massive scoreline. This is probably the game that maybe will kill the Tigers season. Who knows? Again, still mathematically a chance, but geez, the percentage, just how close it is, does not really help them. Now, Bailey Williams. But their start of the year didn't help them. They had a really, really inefficient and really hacky start of the year. Artie Jones, low kick. Just a few more plays again, slipping over. Bolton now, tap out across to Ross. He gets the hands out to Prestia. Like, I know they're missing Dusty in a few of those players, like Grimes. Grimes is a big out. No 𝐴𝐥𝐿. Which, you know, for the short term would help them with this game, but look at all those players. Like, they're just... Oh, they're all over 30. Like, I almost agree with what... I pretty much agree with what Kane Corns has to say about the Tigers. Like, they just need the young crop to come through. They've got a few young, sort of youngish elite players. Like, Shea Bolton, obviously, is like 24, 25 now. They just need a bit more. And then, obviously, 𝐓𝐡𝐞, he's needing to come into the team. Obviously, Son's in a few of those younger players. But from what we've seen so far, like, the eye test, the young crop is not really fully ready to come through. So with those sort of players near retirement, would they be cellar dwellers for a few years? Who knows? Now that's touched on the line. 𝐼𝐗𝐤 couldn't get the distance on the kick. He's had 2 shots at goal accurately, and they've both fallen short. He's had a chance to kick 6. Another point there for the Bulldogs. Now McIntosh, short kick to Vlosten. Quickly plays on back to McIntosh. Easy pickings there for Bont. Inboard to his mate of 𝐵𝐵𝐴. And a kick towards the direction of Tim English. Takes the mark. Yeah, I've heard about that now. Liam Ryan apparently wanting to leave West Coast, or rumours that is. Well, can Timmy English kick this goal? He's been a productive goal-kicking ruckman this year, has to be said. Able to float forward and always going to take that mark, really. Take this out to over. Oh, it is a 60-point margin. Well, 66-point margin. There you go. He's a lovely kick of the footy, has to be said, though, Tim English. Natural kick for goal. Not, I wouldn't say natural, but just such a good kick for goal, given his size. And then goals 8, 116. Wow. 66 points. Jesus. Well, there's a live blood at the moment. Doggy's getting a massive percentage booster. 109.9, and geez, the Tigers now under 95%. Jane Curvis with a hit out. Shea Bolton, and Bolton gives away the free there. Shea Bolton now, low kick towards the pocket. Liam Jones been great in the air, brings that to ground. 𝐼𝐗𝐤 taking the tackle. Ball up. Ball up again. Interesting makes that this. Yeah, it's very close, just like last year almost. But I think the gap between it's a bigger sort of range of teams that can compete to the 8 than last year. Much more even competition. Liberatore now, kick round corner, not a good one. Intercepted from the Nank. Oh no, it's been turned over. I think reversed. McRae now. Not a good kick bolter, able to eat it up. Wants to go corridor here, short to Rioli. Now Young. Kick towards Soldo. Couldn't take the mark. Should have taken the mark. Dre clean. English. Back now to Eddie Richards. Kick towards Lob. Oh, Bont reads it well, but couldn't take the mark. But the tackle's nice there on McIntosh. Beautifully done from the skipper. Another boundary thrown. Just keeps on working hard. Keeps on trucking the Bont. 26 touches. English with a tackle. Maybe he goes for one more year. He's definitely... I think he's starting to be a bit of a liability now in his twilight years. He's just not it anymore, eh? And Bont now whacks a kick forward. Will he be pinned for deliberate here? And he is. Stain on my desk. Anyway, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, here's a chance to kick his first goal in AFL footy. Years of age. It's just, why was he checking the wind? We're playing under a roof. Can he kick a goal? He sure can. Get around him. That's good to see. That's a nice moment there. 𝐓𝐡𝐿 𝐎𝐥𝐝's first goal in AFL footy. 60 points back to.
First goals? Do you remember your first goal, 𝐻𝐺𝐿? Was there anything special about it? No, it was a basic 25 metres. Richo, what about you? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, what was it? What's on the run? On the run, was it? Angle. Is this a loaded question, BT? No, I'm being nice to you guys. Just give us... That's not the case. It was a loaded question. Where was yours?
We go in the middle. Beautiful hands there again from Liberatore to Bontempelli. Another touch. Inside 50 he goes. Nice crumbing there from Arnie Jones. Extracts the hand pass out to McRae. And taken over. Oh! Pushed over in the fence. He's okay though. Oh, and he gets a free. Jeez. And a quick kick to 𝐻𝐴tman. I think she's all truly overall. Still having work. You continue to shit on anyone trying to leave this streaming caper. I appreciate the words, Eric. Well, I'm not just staring on. I'm not just staring to a blank wall. I'm just I'm just on my other monitor, just having a look at the stats and everything. And no, obviously yeah, just having a look at a bit of big footy as well. Anyway, out of the fence goes Vlosten. He's gone through for a point. But yeah, obviously it's been a pretty quiet stream tonight. Like obviously it's your classic sort of blowout kind of game. But you know, I love what I've seen from the Bulldogs tonight. Like these are the doggies that we know when they're on. I think it, like even everyone says it's like midfield dominance, but it's like they've got so many dangerous weapons in their forward line. These are the scores they should be putting up. Big scores. Big percentage booster this will be. Now, a deep kick here for 𝐼𝐗𝐤. Good spoil there from Young. Ball still alive here. Lob now. Chance. Riley West. Snap round the corner. Misses. This guy's scoring a rapid pace. Oh, geez. It's getting close, Jerry. What's it on now? 174. Bloody hell, mate. I'll have to try and, yeah. Got to be a nervous watch. Hopefully it didn't bloody put your life savings on it. 6 clearances to won the doggies in this 4th term. Taranto now. Just whacks a hand pass forward. 𝐴𝐤𝐻𝐪's low kick is not a bad one, but Soldo really should have taken the mark. O'Donnell now. Bit of a mini fumble there. Nice there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴 again. Ball comes out. Bontempelli again. And that's going straight to Liam Baker. Of course not Bo, but yeah, no, it's good here, mate. Tigers be around the bottom 6 also next couple of years, I reckon. Yeah, it probably is. I was bullish on Richmond. I had them 6th or 5th. I sort of, yeah. I mean, their second half of last year was pretty promising. Like, they just had such really good stats at the end of last year and everything. But it's just not it this year. Nice kick there from Liam Baker. Tigers get one back. Still has a humongous margin of 66 points, however. Cheers, Rolly's been in the wars tonight. Injury early on. He looks a bit sore at the moment there. Tigers post-dynasty exit. Keep hearing, oh yeah, this stuff again. For goodness sake, just Barras, that's it. Oh, I don't want any more older players. Got to trust in the draft. Now inside 50 here for, again, the Tigers. Chance for 𝐴𝐤𝐻𝐪. How do you say that guy's name? He's out in the full. It's not a good kick. Halfway through the 4th quarter. Do you expect added time? No, there's no added time in AFL, mate. Basically, when there's any stoppages in play, the clock stops. Taranto now. Nice hands. Oh, Baker. Beautifully done. And all alone there is Jack Rewalt, who has put on the short sleeves. He had the bloody long sleeves on the first half. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, fellas, by the way. If you haven't already. I always appreciate it. Rewalt now. Should kick the junk time goal and does. Gets it back to 60 points. Still 10-goal margin. Well, I did sort of kind of predict it that there would be a bit of junk late on. Seeing that kid celebrate. Yeah, no, I had a peek of that. He's there for Jack. 9:20 to play. Still 60-point margin. Taranto soccers one out for a clearance. Jack Graham with the nice mark there from the soccer. Now launches inside 50. A bit of a purple patch here for the Tigers and Reward again. Lovely mark. That's 210, yeah, right. Jack Rewalt now. Very close to remain at goal line 100. Oh, but he's missed. You hate to see it. Oh, dearie me. I've got to add another point. Bailey Williams, nice spin move there. Back to Bailey Dale. The Baileys combined, and can they find Bailey Smith maybe? No, he's nowhere to be seen. Jeez, he's been very underwhelming this year, Bailey Smith. His first half of last year was insane before he got done with the old drugs. Look at this. 14 touches. 11 of those handballs. Like, he's just been so underwhelming. Yeah, he definitely is 𝐴𝐥𝐿. Nice tackle there from McRae. Beautifully done. Umpire's ball. West now. We're at the tap the best. Umpire's ball again. So they're showing this on the socials again. So the fan leant over to make contact with Marlon Pickett. Public service announcement. Please don't ever do this if you're in the crowd. Yeah, bloody hell. Wonder what the noise will be around that fan then. I mean, obviously, probably just... I don't know, does he get a fine or something? Obviously, he can't do it. Jeez, that's a crunching tackle from the Bont. He just continues to dominate. 29 touches, 3 goals, 9 tackles. Jeez, poor turnover there from 𝐴𝐿. He's been a bit of a spud tonight for them. Can't do anything. And now Graham. Yeah, and across to Mansell. Short kick on the lead. Good enough for Rewalt. Oh, and 18 points. A few more goals would be nice for Super Brew tipping. Yeah, well, I won 8 points. Not going to help the margin, but it's the correct team that counts. Oh, well, that matters more. Yeah, margin tipping. I don't get margin tipping. Like, why do they do margin tipping for just the first game of each round? Doesn't make sense to me. Why don't do it for all games? Because bloody, there are games where actually sometimes I've gotten a few margins spot on this year. Like I got Carlton and West Coast. Like I said, I think I said it was 71 points, and it actually was 71 points. Would have got the margin right for that. So that's more of like a moral victory. So I'll take it. Anyway, just a tick over 6 seconds to play. Dunrioli can he launch from 50 out. The kick's on its way. It's going to make the distance, and it's rushed through. Odell's kick, not a good one. Caleb Daniel though, very well. Now Bont with another mark. And he's reached the 30s, the Bont. It's a short quarter. Possibly. 5:49 to play. Bailey Smith there. Spoke about him earlier. How does this kick go? It's not a very good kick. Now, a nice kick towards the wing from Bolter. Jack Rewalt. Unauthorized contact players not take if same with the play. Yeah, both will definitely get sanctioned. But it's definitely like it definitely is a big thing though, like players can't really touch. It's vice versa, like players can't touch the fans and same vice versa, you know. Geez, lovely handball chain here for the Dogs. McRae out. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸's on a lead. Oh, great body work there against Broad. Well, we probably could have 6 goals because he had 2 chances earlier in the quarter. Let's have a look. Yeah, 4 goals. He had those 2 chances that were accurate, but he didn't even make the distance.
So that's in McCullough's favour as well.
To make it a really good night for Tumara.
𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸's kicks on its way, and he's not going to head out of this game with a perfect goal kicking record. That's 4 goals, 1 now. Wasn't it 66 points at one stage? Yeah, no, it was. I think it was the game high margin. Yeah, now just 48 with a few goals for the Tigers late. 4 minutes to play. Bobbling ball only as far as Bont. Gives to Tim. Down to Dale. Oh, geez, a bit of a rush one to Johannesson. You could see it. He says he didn't want it. English, another hand pass to Smith. Pick up was nice to Bont. Now on his favoured side he goes. Nice, neat kick. Couldn't really work to Norton there. Ball's still alive though. McIntosh tries and pushes over the line. He can't. Norton out. A chance. Now hand pass inboard. Artie Jones twisting and turning. And he'll go back to Bailey Smith who dropped the mark. Ball up. Yeah, it wasn't... I thought it was just a pat on the back. Like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought when I saw it. Like, just, you know, just a bit of a piss-take pat on the back. It didn't hurt him. Like, obviously, if you punched him, yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸, mate, you've been up and about. What a performance. What a performance. Inside 50 again for the Dogs. Chance for someone. Bolter, very good in the air. Who has the ball? Currently, it's Richmond. Under possession of Noel Bolter. Now Rioli. McIntosh gives it back to Rioli. And a nice flat kick there from Pressy. Oh, Cumberland. Oh my God. Remember when this guy was actually good? Second half of last year, he came into the side and he was kicking goals for fun. Now he can't even kick a ball. Jesus. And all alone, 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸 can go back and attempt for his 5th goal again. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left, mate, and counting. Can we watch? Yeah, okay. Get a reflection on my phone. There you go. Well, let's see. Does he kick it? Oh, he sure does. Beautiful from 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸, and he celebrates. He's got 5. What an evening he's had. Putting on a clinic. An absolute clinic he has put on. Yeah, 5 goals, 14 touches, 5 marks. How many score involvements has he had? 11. Same with Bont too. Both have been great. Yeah, minute 57 now. He's fired up, 𝐼𝐗𝐿. On his non-preferred, does it with ease. Yeah, probably Badger, to be honest. It's just, yeah, bloody hell. Disappointing night from them. I felt getting into this game be a bit of a coin flip. Cause, a little bit bullish on the Tigers, but nah, nothing good for them. So thank God I did tip them. I don't know if you're still in the Trump in the chat, Aussie Trump fan, but geez, mate. Oh, you're probably kicking yourself you didn't change the Talkies last minute. Yeah. But, you know, I respect you for going against the grain. I didn't. I actually backed in the favourite every single game for this round. So, I've gone for the good old classic wussy tips, which doesn't usually result well. There always are upsets. Upsets usually win. Norton's missed that. Another point. Here's what a scoreline this is, though. 19 goals, 126. Yeah, minute now. What was your line at? Sorry, was it 200 or something? Because it's, it's 198. No more points. I tipped the Blues. Yeah, they're playing. Yeah, the Saints. Yeah, no, I did tip the Blues. Or 200. Oh, you don't want to concede another goal. Oh, but it's a chance for Tim English. Oh, Bailey Smith. He's too far out to score. He wants to go deep. Oh, surely he doesn't make this. Yeah, no, see you tomorrow night, Aussie Trump fan. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Good commentators help a boring game. Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is as well, like you guys in the chat have been great to chat to too. Is it a big team? 𝐴𝐿. But yeah, no, I always do appreciate the support, fellas. Obviously, a bit of a boring game, but I always good to have a chat, a bit of yarn as well. Yeah, but yeah, this has been a complete performance. Oh, wait, hold on. It's a kick after the siren, Jerry. So did you go unders for 201? If Tim English kicks this goal, unfortunately, you've lost your bet. Can Tim English kick this after the siren? Jeez, let's have the distance. Basically, it's combined points. Badger, you bet over under. Well, that's the line, 201. Tim English, the kick's on its way. Nope, he hasn't done it. Jerry, you've won your bet. Good on you, son. Oh, a nervous watch for you, mate, but you get it done. How much did you win? Mate, rolls muck attacks. Got to give me $5. No, I'm joking. So, but anyway, good win there for the Dogs. Wow, huge win. Not really was expecting that margin. Yeah, very nice. I helped make the executive decision. We'll take it. Very good. Alright, well, a huge night there for the Dogs. Flex their muscles, dominant around the footy, move the ball superbly well, and just a high-octane offence. Offence, you know, so many focal points. Bont, English with 1, 𝐼𝐗𝐿, Daniel with 2, Roy Lobb, Riley West, Norton. They move the ball extremely well. You know, they're just very, very, very good. I mean, the Tigers were just terrible with defending ball movement. So in the tipping video, that's where they have been quite poor defensively the last few weeks. I was on show there. They won the stoppage clearances. They got plenty of ball forward, but just the cohesion, the forward line was awful. They allowed the Dogs to move the ball way too easily, and there you go. 64 inside 50s to 47. They won the centre clearances. The Doggers by 2, 27 to 21 stoppage clearances, plus 4 clearances the Tigers' way. But the Doggers again dominant in the contested possession count, 153 to 112. Marks inside 50, 18 to 10 the Doggies' way. And yeah, some nuts stats here. 32 for Jalal, 32 for Bont. My 3-vote player. I'll give 2 to Liberatore. I thought his game was fantastic as well. 31 touches for him. Bailey L was great with 30. Taranto got a bit of junk laid on. 25 touches. He was very quiet though. Barely noticed him at all. Vandermeer, you know what? Vandermeer's not been too bad as of late. Came back from injury. He's been playing a bit more half-back. More of a forward, but he seems to be finding a new role there. Bolter, very good. Oh, well, good for himself. 12 in his possessions. Liam Jones, great back in the side with 10. Just did everything right as that key forward. That stop-up brought a lot to ground. Complete performance from the Dogs. Wakeman dangerous. So many dangerous weapons in their forward line, so that's going to give him confidence. Live ladder, let's have a look. So Richmond have lost almost 3% from this game, which is pretty big. I mean, especially from under 100%, because obviously the lower percentage you are, you know, the more points you need to lose percent. But that's just crazy. And the Dogs, wow, 109% they're sitting on now. That's a massive percentage booster. Then yeah, 𝐼𝐗𝐤, I reckon, for the 1 vote. So 3 Bond, 2 Liberatory, 1 𝐼𝐗𝐤. There's my 3-2-1. Big win for them. Placed a $96 bet. Wow. Okay, that's good to hear, mate. And Jerry, thanks for subscribing, mate. Appreciate your commentary, brother. You're on the sub. Oh yeah, no, appreciate it, mate. You know, again, it was a boring game. You know, I always like to, you know, chill and watch the footy and chat to the chat as well. So you know, always appreciate it, lads. Shame it wasn't a closer game, but you know, still a high quality game. Witnessed from at least one team. Doggies too good. But you know, these are the expectations we have. High ones in the Bulldogs. This is what we expect. Probably did come at the expense of Richmond as well. I thought they were terrible. So many poor foot skills from them. Quiet players galore. But their season. Still a chance. You know, Adelaide you'd think will win. Essendon will win. Gold Coast, yeah, so they'll move to 14th. Or 13th, pretty much. So, not sitting in a good spot. The Tigers, they're probably done. But yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, wish it was a bit of a closer game, but nah, still great night. Cheers for the support, fellas. Great win for the Doggies. Yeah, look, even with the mathematical chances and all that whatnot, I still was bullish on the Dogs to make finals. Their least probably, you know, their upside. Look at it, big win over still a finals favourite. Doggies too good. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. If you've got nothing to do tomorrow night, feel free to come in and say hi as I put myself through some more Sydney Derby pain. Already went through enough of it early in the year. Jesus Christ, Toby Green's probably the best pro in the comp at the moment. Harry Cunningham's got to be on song tomorrow night. Should be a good game for that. Yeah, good day for footy, I think, tomorrow as well. There's some good games. But yeah, that's it from me, fellas. Have a great rest of your weekend if, you know, you don't drop by the channel. And yeah, take care, fellas. See you later.